And we're live, I think. Checking my email here. We are live. Oh, can I? Game's not even starting. Oh my god. Let me see if I can change the name, because I yeah, I need to change the name of this. Can I change the name of this? Can I go to my YouTube studio and change this real quick? Or do I have to go? I might actually have to go all the way up to the actual app and change it there. This might be a deal. This may not be a deal. Oh, here's a chat and everything. Alright, cool. Can I change the name of everything? Yeah, okay. So do I not have that ability to? Or is it like... Oh, there he is. Good old fat. Nope. Is there a way to just like... I was supposed to have to do it before. Whatever. This is not a recon plane. Whatchamacallit. We're just gonna raid normal. And, yeah. So why does it say I had 4? 5? Oh, because I didn't actually train on 5. Whatever. Now we have the 6. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so one thing I'm trying to do with my rating is I'm trying to slow my playstyle down a little bit. That's why I have a transport, because you gotta play a little bit slower with that. Well, actually, it's a little bit different. Some maps you can play slower. Some, it's whatever. But I'm trying to just slow myself down. So I'll show you what I mean. I'll find a few bases here. So I finished Walls a few days ago. And I'm actually enjoying this new museum that I've given myself a few months ago. Actually, it feels like more like... It's like early December, I think I gave it to myself. It's the towers in any air dealing less damage. So it's like, it's really nice. Let me actually drop. So something I've been doing too is staying within 3,000 to 3,300-ish medals. Sometimes 3,400 I'll cross into. But then just dropping and staying above, like... So I stay at 3,000 is the lowest I'll sit at. And then I'll jump up to, like, lately it's been 3,200? No, 3,300 lately, but earlier this week it was 3,200. And then I just kind of, like, stay in that whole thing. And then at the end of the night, what I do is for my league boat, I will get into Dynasty League and just cheat, like, stay there for the league boat, wait for the next morning, collect it, and then drop to 3,000, where I'm in Empire 1. And then I just rinse and repeat, just stay up in that range. It's really nice for this, to play with a non-German nation, because I don't have to, I don't have to worry about Teutonic Fury, having it and losing it, and memorizing what the patterns are. So if I have 15% extra damage, can I two-shot, like, 2 planes this tower, or 3, stuff like that. So it's just more consistent rating, and I'll probably keep it like this for a good while. What I'll probably do is when I'm done and ready to swap back to German, I'll probably try Romans out for a little bit, because I've been wanting to do that on my account, this account, for a while. I've done it on other people's accounts that I was able to borrow, but yeah. So I'm gonna start on the bottom side here. Okay. Actually, this is a shit drop. I really should drop this tank leg up here. It's alright, not a big deal. Gonna wait for the silo. Okay, silo's on the right side. That's the other thing, is managing silo shots. So I'm gonna just do stuff like that. Rally. For this guy here, we're gonna send it in right in the middle. I don't like it. It's going into the middle like this, because it could hit the town center, and it's gonna deal 0 damage to the town center. I just use rally. It's okay. It's early morning. Probably first few attacks here. Gonna be a little rusty, but whatever. Take care of the castle. Yeah, it's going dealing 0 fucking damage to the town center. It's fine. Let them just be. I'm gonna probably drop up here. Bam, one shot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Shoom. Should be able to hopefully kill this one right here. Use, yeah, good stuff. Okay. Okay, what do I want to do? Clear this here out. Shoot. Goodbye to you. 3 towers here on the left. We got 2 heavy tanks coming in. I'm going to blow this up right here. Bam. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to kill this. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll kill you guys because those are Germans. I kept thinking they're like British or whatever, or Korean. They're not. Let's see here. Like, seriously, can I not scroll down? For the love of God. Oh my God. Lord mercy. Good old YouTuber there on my laptop not letting me scroll down. There's a tower, so I can't really... That's the other thing, is when you finish these, like, things, these, bases, and you're like, oh, let me just, you know, end it. There's a tower right there. If I ended the battle right there, would have actually ruined the whole thing, because I would have lost everything. Yeah, you can VIP retrain, but, you know, don't if you can afford it on something stupid like that. So yeah. So something I like to use my planes for is for killing oh wait, no, I did drop one. It's for killing tanks. So yeah, I could if I wanted to like go recon and just kill all the like recon plane and just plane down all the tank depots and then do all the towers and stuff and work my way out. But if I'm really trying to slow my gameplay and like really just think about these decisions I'm making, I kind of want to do it with a transport. It just allows me to really just, you know, be a little bit patient with things. Transport's really good for that. I'm at 55,000 fragments in the museum as well, which is like, I mean, it's quite a bit. I used some of the blueprints. I'm down to like I think close to 30,000 blueprints. So, you know, it's museum is museum, and I'm still trying to do about 3,000 to 5,000 fragments a day, or at least it was. I think right now I'm probably doing on probably close to 3,000. Some days I won't play at all, and then I'll get on and then grind 5,000. I think when I was playing a lot, I was doing 10,000 a day, which was like a nut. That's so much. That's a lot of bases to hit. You think about it. So here we go. Can I edit video right here? Can I call it something else? Yes. Okay. I very much can. save. Here we go. Okay, sorry. Screwing around with YouTube on my device, on my laptop to change the title. Hey, here we go. Got it. I think I'm still drop on this one here. $3,000. All right, we should be safe to hit stuff here. Oh, meow. That's a good one. If I had actually transport, or what's it called? A Recon, that'd be a really good base to hit. Okay, you know what? We'll do this on a Cold War base, because why not? We found something that works. Okay, so we're going to actually do this. We're going to take advantage of this base's weaknesses here. So, like I said, I want to slow it down. So I'm going to hit this, hit you, and then we're going to just... Damn it, I need to do that. So wait till they drop. Bam. They are going to get dropped on the right. There might be a mine there too. Kill the silo right off the bat. That's actually a pretty shitty base to like give an example of, because there's, well, maybe it's not. I don't know. Like my biggest thing is like when I'm trying to slow myself down, I really want to like grab my planes and like, you know, plane this guy, plane this guy, plane this guy. It's just like trying to, when my tanks get there, then do it, of course. So tanks are getting to a point where, like right now, actually, it's probably stupid to wait because it's just like I can kill everything. So, but early on, working on that, slowing it down, does actually help. Kill that, 99, 100. And let me see. So, let's not pick a Cold War base, because a Cold War base is going to invite me to just take advantage, which is like how I've taught myself to play, is whenever I see an advantage, go for it, right? And that's kind of how my unique planing style kind of came out, was just that like, you could take advantage of like this tower and that tower, because they're not doing anything. But I think going deeper into developing a better playstyle for like Dynasty League, I need to slow it down. I'll show you. Hopefully I can find a good base. You know what? This is a great base. Fuck it. This is a great base. This will do. Okay. Let's see what they got in the town center. You always want to do this because you spawn, there's bazookas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is wait. 2 planes out. Oh, he doesn't have, whatchamacallit? Okay, I want to see what Sam's you've got in here. I gotta rotate planes. I'm afraid of dropping my transport in a place like that. So I'm going to drop my transport right here. And then I'm going to send 2 planes in here to hopefully take care of this guy and pop the Sam's. And instead of, like I said, doing what I do where I push my planes out, I'm going to wait. So I'm going to wait for all my planes to come back in. And then I'm going to I'm going to kill all these tanks here. Okay, I'm going to plane these guys here. I'm just going to chill after this. And I'm going to actually drop transport down here. Just because we could use some more troops down here. Oh, is it a heavy tank there? That's a heavy tank. That is indeed a heavy tank, yep. Okay. So we're going through slow. Oh, screw it. Just kill this guy. You guys can just, like, blow it up real quick. Alright, I killed that guy. That was actually a stupid mistake. I didn't think that through, because they're not being a wall right here. These tanks are just going to be, Anyways, mistakes aside, we're doing pretty good. Drop right here because I got a little bit of HP on this. I'm going to drop 2 planes and just smash all this. Okay. Landmines here, landmines there. Just kill this. This should die easy. There you go. Okay, we're doing that. Great. As I go on slow with it. Let's see. Alright. Haven't really lost anything. Did I betray anything? Oh, no, I did not. I didn't use... Yeah, I may have used... Okay, I need to send 3 that should kill instantly. Okay, great. Because one thing is that once you get up to... and, like, Empire League is... Like, being an Empire means nothing nowadays. Most people raid that I've seen raid an Empire League. It's mostly when you're hitting some of the tougher bases in an Empire. Where you get to actually notice a lot of things. Like, for me, the one things I notice are... Or that I get accustomed to is... All factories have heavy tanks that come out. I have hit a few bases where they don't. And, like, my brain doesn't know what to do with that. They're like, oh. Well, actually, no. My brain jumps to, like, okay, fuck yeah. Yeah, we can get away with this. But part of me is just, like, it's just muscle memory. You pop a factory, you have to send 2 planes in for me, right? If I have a heavy tank that's low and nearby, and there's machine gunners that are gonna, spawn after the heavy tanks are dead, I send in 3 planes in and kill the machine gunners, right? So... It's one of those things where, like, that's just how I am. And if, let's say, they don't have that Sally Ride research done, and it's just 2 heavy tanks, a heavy tank just comes out and nothing, spawns after it dies, then it's, a little strange. But then I kind of just, like, quickly realize it. So there's a lot of things. And then, like, when I think, hit, like, some of these, like, a base like this with, like, traps and stuff, traps aren't just a giveaway. Like, this guy... All his traps are popped, but just because that happens doesn't mean that he doesn't have university done. He could surprise me and actually have Salad Red done. Let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm like waiting. Oh, I didn't. And that's the other thing. I forget to check what the bunkers are because I'm so accustomed to everyone having like max bunkers that like, yeah. Then I just sent 2 planes in. And I'm like, wait. Like, when it's heavy tank Mk1s or 2s, I literally don't have to plan at all. My heavy tanks can take out those heavy tanks. Yeah, except when it's, like, 2 like this. Okay, well, whatever. I'll plan them out because I want to. Whatever. I really don't need to. I'm going to send these guys over here on the left side to help. So the thing is, I want these tanks to eventually path into this, like, to help out here. So if I drop the paratroopers on this left side, they'll clean up, hopefully, and do a pretty good job. I would hope. Here, come on. Get in there. So I probably should have actually dropped them a little bit. It's fine. It's whatever. Now, what I want to do is I want to actually get these here done. So what I'm going to drop is I'm going to do it like this. Just going to, oh yeah, you want to play fire with fire? We got this, boys. Machine gunners right here. You guys are going to wish you hadn't fucked with my guys up here. Dude, I got my machine gun went to town, dude. It went in. It went in. Okay, let's start cleaning, like in here. Alright, it's pretty much over. Good. Going good. Good. One shot him. There you go. Okay. Well, fun times. I'll have to pick a really good base for this. Hey, Sartha, how's it going? Oh, man. I gotta pick a real good base for this. Because I feel like my point is not coming across. I feel like people are like, you're still playing the same. I feel like I'm still playing the same. I have to find a good base. A really good base. Something like this with Traps Pop would be good. This would be a really good base to, like, show what I mean by that. I actually had a few good examples that were digital age yesterday. But, yeah. Fuck it, fine. Let's do it. This actually will force me to play a certain way, because it's like... He's got the blessings up. Oh, it's a 247. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, because he's got... Oh, he doesn't have the fortification blessing? Well, I'll be damned, right? I'll be damned. 3, just because I got to rotate planes out over there. I'm going to do is I'm going to send this guy in. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my planes to clean out tanks. And, yep. Like I said, going slow with it. So we see what's going on top side here. These guys are just going to break this castle in half. Bam. Just break the castle in half. I'm going to go ahead and drop here. 1, 2. Actually, I need to go like this. I'm going to chill out on the... Oh my god, Jesus, no. Not like this. 1, 2. Should be able to kill everything in 2 planes here. If 1 plane's coming in to hit, this one will kill. Okay, you guys are doing alright. Drop right here. Alright, here's where it gets exciting. Oh lordy. Gotta rally. We hit landmines there. Commando and Zook rating. Yeah, it's good. It's mindless. I used to think heavy tanks are... Well, actually, heavy tanks more mindless. That's just my opinion. But I've heard that, like, once you get used to Zook rating, it's mindless. And I actually got used to it, believe it or not, off stream, because I haven't streamed in a while. I got used to it, but... It's just not... It's not heavy tanks. So... But that's good. I'm happy. I think that's people that have been trying to come back to the game, and they're like, what do I do? I'm like, just go Zook Commando. It's so good. It's... You know what? I'll tell them, look, as long as you have 10 commandos... You can run whatever you want. I've seen some people where they run like a heavy tank for a distraction. You can run 2 heavy tanks. I wouldn't recommend more than that. If you want to, go for it. You can run all sabotage or all commandos and like a few Zooks. You can run all commandos, no Zooks. Whatever you want to do. It's all you. I mean, good luck cleaning up, but armored cars, whatever the fuck you want to run, you know. Howitzers, if it makes you feel better. Helicopters are actually really good with that comp. It's good. It just, yeah. Heavy tanks keep dying. Oh my god, let me tell you something crazy, right? I hit a max Cold War age base, right? My plans were like, Sam's are like, you know, Sam's gonna scratch my butt, right? My heavy tanks hit every single max mine and fucking just folded in half. They just broke down. It was the most embarrassing thing. I'm like, wait, I have 80,000 hit points on my heavy tanks, and you're telling me the Cold War max landmine is like bending, is making my heavy tanks bend. Oh, makes me sad. That makes me sad. It's one of those things that for like, and then I've also hit like max DA digital age like mines. Those are just like, Cold War ones are like, please no, like that's the worst, right? But digital age mines can go fucking suck a dick. Those are annoying. Those are the worst. And that's why like commando rating in Dynasty is probably one of the best ways to do it, because you don't really care about traps. You don't give a shit about traps. You just don't. It doesn't matter. Like with this base, I'd commando raid this base. Oh, you don't give a fuck about it. As much as I commando raid this one, I actually fucking would also hit with heavy tanks. Okay, we want to steal this guy. We want to plant these 2. We want to... This guy's gonna fucking hit. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh, he survived. The transport guy survived. What the fuck, really? Okay, he's got max... No, he doesn't have max. I'm telling you, this is why... Like, I know there's gonna be landmines there. Yep, I knew it. You see that big old fat boy that just killed a heavy tank right there? Yeah, I told you. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna actually have to plant at this base. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna rally a fucking wall whenever I can. Why is this guy not healing? He's like in the fucking radius. Alright, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna actually go into savior mode because, well, if I don't, this is gonna actually suck. Okay, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna double plane you. And if I can, I'm gonna try to rally on a wall. But these bottom heavy tanks here, like, they just need to get out of here. Oh, finally, you're hitting the wall. There's like 9 of you. Okay, we need to rally ASAP. Look, dude, I had to drop another heal for these fuckers. Like, this one's a little crazy. Yeah. Okay, this guy's now healing. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna wait until this dies. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the Gatling gunners here. Bam. And you'll see. So I have this happen where my bazooka will die to all these, like, to the barracks. So I just now carry a machine gunner. And it's so good. Yeah, Zooks died to traps. It's like one of those things where, like, traps... Yeah, I've had a lot of... Like, whenever I do that comp, the only thing that dies usually is if I'm not babysitting a commando enough. And if a Zook just hits, like, landmine, it just... Or the worst is when a Zook hits, like, 3 ambush traps and it's like, you're done. You're dead. But I've seen a lot of commando attacks with really good museums where people have, like, insane commando hit points. They have a lot of defender spawn, enemy defender spawn, and then they have... What you really just need is, like, plain HP. You can do, like, a little bit of damage, like maybe 20% damage or something like that, and then Teutonic Fury. Because all you're doing is you're just killing defenders. That's all you're doing. So you go high HP. You could go high HP, high plain HP, like a lot of commando hit points. You could go enemy defender spawn. You could still maintain loot, so you can try to keep 50-60% loot. And then if you're like, oh my god, if you're a badass, you can go in there and put like minus like 50% tower damage, any air damage, like that kind of stuff. Oh, nice, the discount. Yes, that's I actually don't even care about the discounts anymore. Like, I'm working on towers. I did all anti-air, so I'm doing towers now, and then I'm gonna work on my probably towers, then readouts probably for max readouts. I'm gonna do SAMs, and then I will start on my garrisons. So yeah, just trying to keep up with everything. And yeah, now that walls are done, I really don't have to be online as much, which is so nice. I can literally get online when I want to actually like have fun and raid. It's no longer a grind anymore. Which before I tried to make it fun by not having to worry about that kind of stuff. Just because I didn't want to make it a grind and be like hard on myself, like you have to get this and that and the other. But it was definitely a priority was to get walls done. But it was more a priority to it was more a priority to get my museum going with fragments and stuff. Oh my god, see, like I said, just sent 2 planes. And yeah, I forgot to look at his bunkers. Okay, we're gonna rally here. This should be able to kill. Oh, maybe slower than I thought. Yeah, look at this. Zap. All of them. Just dead. They just don't know what to do. Okay. Okay, I will look at your base when I'm done with this. So, oh man, 3-shot? I actually thought they were going to do it in 2. Well, let's see how far we go here. We're just going to drop all of it right here. Screw it. Right here, rally that. You know, I have a feeling this guy's silo is like... What the fuck is it? Oh, did we just kill it? I think we just did. Yeah. Oh, my machine gunner died. Sniper towers, man. Pesky. 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 Actually, should have sent the, no, it's fine. It'll work. There we go. 46, I'll take it. Have to do some crafting today on stream for a little bit. Yeah, I can, because now that I don't have to worry about grinding resources for walls, I can just save them up. So when I get up to like 12 million gold-ish, I'll just do some crafting, or maybe I'll go all the way. Please tell me I have this. I used to have them on, whatchamacallit. Used to have it on, bookmarks. Yes, here we go. 187. Nice. That's like Cold War? Yeah, that's like barely Cold War. Yeah, nice. Nice. That's nice. Lice. It's a little bit of a rushed feel. It's okay. At this point of the game, if you are just coming into the game, rushing is probably the best way to get you to the latest and greatest, and then you can start working on defenses and stuff later. But, yeah, unless you're spending right now, and you've started playing the game in the last year or 2, yeah, your best bet is to rush. It's just the unfortunate truth. So that's why I'm like, I can understand that. It's not it's not my favorite strategy. I think it kind of hurts the game a little bit, but you got to get there if you're not really willing to just put the money in. So it's not bad. Yeah. Forest could go away. Maybe clear out the bottom forest here and then clear out these right ones and at least give you some space to like put some, or at least just clear the bottoms out. Give you some like old. That's like the old space used to be. That's not bad. Bastions are maxed, or at least for what I think the level they are. Let me see here. Those look like industrial walls on those bastions. I think that's max for Cold War. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe you can go up one more level. Yeah. Offenses, yeah. Let me think here. Cold War, you have... Yeah, I think you have 4 SAMs and atomic, so it doesn't really change in Cold War. You do get another fudge. No, I think Space Age is when you get the 5th anti-air. 2, 3. You have 6 anti-tank guns, which is like, that's good. You just did the math for me right there. I had no idea when you get a 6th anti-tank gun. Now that I've seen your base, you probably get it in, I think you either get it in Cold or you get it in atomic. Atomic is 5, so I think you got the 6th one in Cold War. Mortars don't change. It's 4 mortars, obviously. You got 2 sniper towers. 3 actually lies. Yes. And if you want, I can give you a roundup of the tower levels and all that. So we got mortars right here. Enlightenment Age mortar. Enlightenment Age mortar. We got... This is a Enlightenment Age anti-tank gun. Actually, cannon tower. This one's Enlightenment Age. This is... I don't know. I think medieval was the first level you get them in. This guy looks like he's like medieval-ish or... Maybe light. I don't know the earliest levels of stables that well. I know the what gunpowder. So it's not gunpowder because I know what gunpowder looks like. So this is I think medieval or before. You got silo level 1. That's nice. Tank depot is industrial. This is a Enlightenment Age tower. You can tell also with these garrison because the walls in Enlightenment Age were like. You know, they were like gray with the little, it's like pretty much the top part of this garrison. That's what the walls look like. This is a level 2 redoubt. I'm pretty sure it's a level 2. I'm pretty sure it's level 2, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's level 2. So that's an Enlightenment Age readout. So yeah. These are industrial anti-airs, level 1. Bunkers are level 1. How do I know? Because level 2 bunkers would have the entire top part covered. So yeah, sniper towers is still level 1, which is fine. I do not know the level of the stronghold, and I really feel ashamed because I should know this. I'm going to say it's like level 2 or 3. I don't fucking know. That's the one building I never give a shit to. I'm pretty sure this is a global castle, fort, whatever. It's either industrial or it's global. I'm pretty sure it's one of the two. I probably put my money on industrial age. Industrial or global. So let me think. One. I don't know, like level 3 or 4 castle. I don't know. Fuck. Strongholds level 4. Well, shit. All right, there you go. I don't even know that. I don't know my command post either. So I don't know that either. But if you're at 187, actually, one of the fastest ways to get yourself XP is doing your towers. Because I think your towers take probably 7 days right now to do. 7 or 8 days or something like that. So that's like the fastest way to, one of the best ways to get XP. You could do your anti-tank guns, ballistas, and your cannons. Take them up until Enlightenment Age. So until they look like this guy in the middle right here. Because then this guy to an anti-tank gun, which becomes an industrial age one, is, I'm pretty sure it's 10 days. So that's you want to try to keep it below 10 days. So for upgrades, the garrisons to go, you can take them up to global. So right now they're Enlightenment Age, so you can go industrial, so 1 or 2 more levels if you wanted to. You could do your bunkers as well, take them as high as you can go with them, because they maybe 2-3 levels on them. Sniper towers, you can do 2-3 levels on them to get more XP, right? Because I think people when they rush, the one thing that they look at is when they want to upgrade their XP, they want to look at how can I not spend 2 weeks upgrading one building, right? So then I think the average what people do is they'll go, okay, anything 10 days or lower. So that's stuff that I know off the bat from memory that's 10 days or lower. I think the silo is going to be 7 days or 8 days. Not entirely sure on that, but that's a good one to upgrade as well. Though do realize that when you upgrade your silo, you're going to be in the world of pain, because people are still going to attack this base, but they're going to attack it even more when they see your silo is upgrading. So these towers can be upgraded as well. And then honestly, you could upgrade traps. You could upgrade these oiled things. These are really nice and helpful. Farms and caravans, I guess if you wanted to a certain point. I'm actually going to be doing mine in Digital Age. I kid you not. Because I want especially my caravans, I want them to look more stylish. I want them to be the trucks instead of the little horsemen. I kid you not, I am going to upgrade them. Yeah, so it's not bad. Just keep working on offense. Put some time in the museum. One thing about rushing is that you want to keep war weight low. That's another strategy. So you can rush to get the new stuff. But if you're rushing to keep your war weight low, then you need to actually make smarter choices about what you upgrade. All that stuff I just gave you was just a list of XP, ways to get XP. If you're trying to keep low on war weight, then I'm not the person to ask, because I don't fucking know how that whole thing works. I don't know what you do and don't upgrade. So I don't know what buildings give you more or less weight. So that's something I kind of stopped worrying about a long time ago. Let's see. I'm gonna hit a base like that. I'm gonna want to put on the other thing. Let's see here. Wish you could get a space stage for the current. I think space stage requirement is 220. So you could if you wanted to rush it up there, You're going to have to upgrade some buildings, probably, some defense. Because if you do all the upgrades you want on offense, minus generals, you're going to need something else to bump you up in XP, I think. So you're going to have to upgrade some defense. Do know that, like, your garrisons are Enlightenment Age, right? So 1, 2. So in 2 levels, they go from 4 workers to 6 workers. One of your highest level stable, whatever it's called, tank depot, was a industrial tank depot. So after, like, this is the last level, like that, the highest one that you have, where it's 4 citizens. After that, it'll be 6, I think, or maybe one more level. I think it's either first level or second level in global. Oh shit, this is so good. This is so good. Dude, I want to do some freaky ass shit, like put this guy in the back. Fuck it. There we go. Screw it. There we go. It's in there. Pop it. I'm ready. Just kill it. I'm ready. Shoot. Do this. Oh, dude, we're getting this free. Oh, dude, my transport just took, like, all the SAMs to the face. Whatever. I can succeed with 5 planes. Who cares? That's actually the first time I've seen that happen, where my transport just completely gets wrecked by all the SAMs. And I actually thought all the SAMs would be spread out. I actually thought he would have them all in the same. But at the same time, thinking about it, that's a really stupid flight path that I took there, because his oil and his silos here. So I should have actually thought about it and been like, SAMs are going to be in the middle here, or they're going to be, like, fucking right here. But I didn't think. East K. Alright. I actually think... Oh, you're such a jerk. Alright, this next one that comes out, I'm actually betraying it. I don't give a fuck. We losing the tank here. That's fine. Yeah, we losing the tank here. 3 tanks. Somehow. You're mine. Fuck you. It kind of hurts me without having another blows. Alright, fuck it. Let's see what landmines are here or not. Oh, this guy is like... Oh, that's right, because his attack speed, so... Man, okay, so I think they changed something with Betrayal. So here's a little weird thing about Betrayal. Oh, fuck, I lost a lot more than I wanted to on this one. Was, something I observed a long time ago with Betrayal has, like, a duration effect, right? The actual art, like, the actual betrayal. So you betray something... And for, like, I don't know, I'm going to just throw a number out. I have no fucking idea. 10 seconds. The betray effect kicks in. And you're, like, whatever you betray has lower attack speed, whatever. After that 10-second wears off, then that unit you betray goes back to normal. It functions like like it wasn't betrayed. I'm pretty sure that they changed it to where now it actually does, like, oh, dude, this guy's dead here. He lived. Okay, I'm surprised. 1 heavy tank alive. Who cares? I don't. So yeah, that's how Betray used to work when I used it. I noticed that. I was like, hey, that's really cool. You can actually, like, betray something, and if you can, like, heal it to keep it alive, then you can actually get you can get, like, a whole troop back. Now it's like you betray it, and the entire time it's like half a troop. It attacks half as fast, it does half damage. It's bullshit. So we might have to watch an ad here. Oh yeah. What game is this? Oh, had me going there. I was like, 3D game. Hello, Area. Or, sorry, not Area. Aria. There's another person named. It's another person with the name spelled like that. But except it's an I, so pronunciation sometimes. Do we have the X in the top right or in the bottom left? Oh, it's up here. Whew, we just crashed on that guy's base. So I'm running out of S-35 troop guards to blow on some useless bases. Oh, look at this sand battery I see right there. Oh, this is a free low. This is so free. No. Oh, we still live? Oh, I think I saved it. Alright. We saved it. This is not good. We got a guy up here we need to kill. I would like to get in here and kill this fucking castle, because I hate castles to death. Should be able to kill this guy instantly right there. Bam, dead. Bye. Kill this guy right here. Oh my god, dude, these obnoxious heavy tanks are just coming out and just don't stop. Oh, stop. Just die. I'm gonna kill this guy right here. Yep. Oh yeah. Just kill him. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's a trap. That's alright. We wipe it. Kill this guy. I guess we could start dropping some help here. We are really close to dying here, though. Yeah, don't tell me you can actually walk away from that. Good. It's a nice day. Wow. If these tanks can, like, walk through here and die, I'm gonna be very impressed. Wow, impressive. That was as free as it gets. That's a free 80 fragments right there. With the SAMs like that popped. I don't care what traps he has. I have heals all day. That was a free 80 fragments. That's all that matters. Oh, thanks. Yep. Walls are done. Now we're just... I said I was going to try to slow my strategy down. I don't think that's going to work. Today's not a good day. I just want to, like, go full blast and lose my... Oh, my God, this base. Please, let's do it. He's going to have some shit, like some loaded... He's going to have some bullshit that I don't want to deal with. So, I do want to hit it regardless, because it's really good. And the cool thing is, you can do some shit like... Get in there. Just thank you. Thank you. Okay. We spawned Rocket Arsenal. We're going to go all out on this guy here. Okay, we're going to actually go all out. Come on, break it. Thank you. Oh, you think I wasn't ready for that. Oh, please. Just do this work. Thank you. See another tank. That's like a thing I've been working on is kind of what other whatchamacallit would I take? What other tactics would I take? And Betrayal is so good. Like, I know it's level 1, but it's like, dude, I just got a tank on the flank here. Come on, this is just so free. I really don't want them to go through the middle here. They're going to. I'm probably going to drop a heal or something, because someone's going to hit a landmine. Yep. Truth be told. And I actually should drop that heal in the fucking middle right here. Oh, I'm so mad. Because I could have actually healed all of them. I'm so stupid. Whatever. I wasn't thinking. It's morning. All right. I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to wake up here. Dude, they're going to hit mines here. Oh, wait. They're going to kill the castle. Are we seriously going to kill this castle this early? I don't even care. Fuck it. Let's go. Beautiful. All 5 plants should be able to kill this tent, which is, like, super good for me. Because I don't want to deal with that as, like right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to kill this guy off the bat. If I can kill this anti-air, we can actually do this and kill this guy here, hopefully. I'm going to kill these guys right here. Splat! All of you dead. Okay. Man, look at that. Who the fuck donated this guy tanks. If you're in this guy's alliance, your alliance mates are doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You should be doing this guy bazookas. You should be donating him machine guns, something else. Like, just tanks. Ugh. This guy is going to lose because of that. 5 tanks left. Who cares? All right, let's see how much damage you do. 5 shots, right? 3, 4. Get it 5. Ayo. I'm going to save the HP on this. If I was going that deep, that's fine. Save that. Kill you. 1, 2. Okay, we need some cleanup down here. You're going to have to get in here and do some damage to this guy. Beautiful. Now we drop in. Nothing in the corners. These guys just go in to walk in the park. Oh my god, jeez, why? Oh, thank God. Oh yeah, no, I could have 100% lost it right there. With 3 seconds left. Oh, that could have been a loss. Wah, wah. I went to Space Age today, and multiplayer is painful. Oh yes, it is. It is very. And here's the thing, right? I asked a few guys to drop to 200 medals and tell me what their experience was. And a lot of these people, some of these guys that I did that, they were in Kingdom. Some guys were in Dynasty. Some guys were in, like, whatever, right? The common consensus is 200 medals, which is like Copper League. Like, I don't know, that's before Copper League, is not what it used to be. So it just seems that more players have drifted to, like, higher medals to raid. That, like, a sweet spot I've heard is, like, Kingdom League is sweet. Empire is a sweet spot. I've heard different sweet spots, but it's like, general consensus is that if you're going to raid at 200 medals, you might as well raid at Kingdom League. Why? Because you get the league bonus, and the bases are just as hard. So, it's just as, same difficulty all across. So I've heard Empire is a slight step. It's not really like, you'd see more difficult bases, whatever. You have a museum, you can handle it, it's whatever. But then the one that I agree on, that a few of them agreed on, Dynasty, all of them agreed on, is like, it's like when you go from 3,000 medals to like 3,400, there's a night and day change. It's like fucking bases just get like harder. So that's the only thing is, if you're raiding and it sucks, the one thing is work on your multiplayer museum a lot so that you can actually have a good time raiding. And once you do that, you can actually climb and start raiding, like, up here. And up here isn't really up here. Like, this is an Empire League. It's really not up here. Like, up here would be like Dynasty. The reason I have found 3,000 to like 3,400 is like my range to go in, is because at that point it's like I can raid in that like low Dynasty, like Dynasty 3 range, Dynasty 2. I can raid in that pretty well. Moment I get to Dynasty 1+, it's like I have to kitchen sink every single fucking base. And if I don't, I have to use like Commando Zook. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of that comp because it's not heavy tank. So, it's raiding. Raiding's, whatever. Yeah, going down the mills doesn't help much. Yep. It's not what it used to be. I went down to 200 medals, and I was like, hey, this feels like Gold League. I went up to Gold League, and I was like, hey, this feels like Empire League. Kingdom League. I went to Kingdom League, and I'm like, hey, this feels like Empire League a little bit. It's just like, wow. Like, I dropped down to 200 medals. I'm like, I actually don't think I want to drop down here anymore because, like, there was, like, in maybe 100 bases I flipped through, there was, like, maybe 10 bases that were, like, super cheap overrun with lots of loot. All the other bases look exactly like what I see in Empire League. So I'm like, what the heck's the point of coming down here and raiding down here when it's like I can just go up there, get a nice little league bonus, and then when I hit a Space Age or like a Digital Age base, I get the actual DomiNations reward bonus, which is like so nice. So literally in Dynasty, here's the math on it, right? You hit a base for 1,000,000 gold. You get 1,000,000 gold if you 5-star it. If it's a Digital Age base, You get 1 million gold if you 5-star from the DomiNations reward. And then in Dynasty, you get 240,000 gold, right? If you have any loot multipliers, like let's say you have 200% like all resources looted, right? That 1 million that you get from looting the base becomes 3 million. You get another 1 million from the what's it called, the domination bonus. Now you're at 4 million, right? And then you get the 240,000. So you're at 4.25 million or something like that ish from just hitting with like that much loot. So that's why, like, in Dynasty, you can get your walls done so fucking fast. Like, so fucking fast. If you have, like, 200% all whatever looted and you hit with, like, a commando army, you just fucking melt everything. It's so good. I don't think anyone's actually going to have that much, like, high of loot. I think most people that have, like, really optimized museums probably have 100%. Even then, that's 3 million. 3 million gold per hit. And that's, like, 3 attacks gets you 1 wall. It's like, oh, my God. God fucking bless. So, yeah, It's so good. And honestly, I would love to see them jack up league, like the what's it called? Make leagues more competitive, and then increase the rewards you get for being in a league. Like Dynasty, instead of like 240,000 like golden food, should be like 1.5 million golden food, something like that. 2 million, whatever. Should be a lot better. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to actually swap out because I don't want to do this anymore. Screw you. Thank you. And we're going to actually do this. We're going to do some tryharding stuff here. So one thing I can do with this, with the Recon, is I can cattle my heavy tanks into a certain place. You will see that here. We're going to go up and hit some base here. I could have hit that one. All the SAMs were popped. But man, that's the thing, is if you hit a Cold War base up here in Dynasty, right? So let's say all you do is you come to Dynasty League and all you do is farm Cold War bases, right? What you do is you put on your 200% all resources looted so that you get that. Your domination bonus is going to suck dick because you just have, honestly, you just don't have any. You're hitting, you're hitting a, it. I have to do a chart sometime to show you guys, but you're like, look at this. It's this is Space Age, so never mind. You're going to get 1/10. You're going to get 10% of what you, like, if you hit a, Digital Age right now, if I 5-star this guy, it's 1,050,000 gold, right? It's going to be 1/10 if you're Digital Age and you attack a Global Age. I think the same thing for, if you're Space Age as well, and you attack, not Global Age, a Cold War Age, you're going to get 150,000, I think. Yeah, I think you get 150,000. Yeah. To 1/10 the, whatever, heading up reward. Oh my god, this guy right here, look at this. So I would get like 800,000 off this. If I had 100% all resources looted or 200% all resources looted, it'd be 1.5 plus 3, 1.8 plus the league bonus. In Dynasty, I'd be like a 2 point something, like 2.1 million off this hit. And look how easy this base is. Hey-o. Hit from this. Oh, shoot. Not like this. Oh, he lives. No, I don't want to pop a heal. I'll actually just wait the train time on this, honestly. Because I could use that 20-minute, time to, train a heal for something that actually matters. For an actual good attack. For this, I'll just wait for this guy to retrain. Uh-huh. Do this. Yep, was a tank. With a AM alt, I attack same ager up, and yes, most of my loot is from bonus. Yep, it's nice. There's some uni, I think, or library. One of the two. I think it's uni. I think it's... No, uni is the oil. I think library is... Or maybe it's uni too. Fuck, I can't remember. I think it's all uni, actually. That gives you increased domination bonus. I know uni gives you... Sally Ride gives you the oil bonus. I can't remember if the new leader gives you everything or not. But that would be worth looking at. Yeah, we lost one tank, but I would rather, like I said, wait on the tank to retrain and have to pop a heal there, because a heal is going to take a lot longer to retrain. Let's see here. She gives just APC stuff. So then it might be a mixture of Sally Ride here. Good old Sally Ride. Gives you domination oil bonus, which I knew off the bat because I started working on that. Just haven't finished it. So then it's probably library. Yeah, it's library. Nice. That's really nice. Well, it's 10%, so let's wait. 10% oil, and how much does Sally Ride give you? Sally, where are you? She gives you 15. 25% extra oil. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, you know what? For all you watching, because I'm actually curious about this myself, I'm actually going to do something crazy. I'm going to keep one. Let's do... How many do I have to train up? Do 12, because why not? Then the rest bazookas. Yep. Because I'm crazy like this. Alright. So, I have Recon, right? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you exactly why these are really fucking good. I actually don't know if I can get away with this. Is there something that's going to kill me right here? Sam's, alright, good, no Sam's. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. Kill this. Hey, look at this dude. Alright. I'm going to wait till they all spawn here in the corner before I drop anything. Oh, only one of them. Right. It's because I'm pretty sure. Oh, fuck, all the Sams in like one spot. No, I lose a plane here. 100% lose a plane here, and I'm actually really upset about it too. Fudge, not like this. I'm gonna babysit these guys a little better. Yeah, gotta babysit these guys a little better. Just trying to do some like back work early, but whatever. For the most part, I'm rusty at this. Oh, Jesus, it's a fucking... Oh, no. That's so bad. What I should have just done there, you know what I'm thinking about doing? Because I have this, like... This plan's amazing. Is, there's just, like, one shot for these guys, yeah. What do you think about this? Just, like, do a speed rally and just, like, die. I've been actually wondering with them, like, with this, with the Recon plane actually should make this a lot easier. Like, because then instead of them spinning forever on one thing, yeah, they just blow it up faster. I've actually been wondering about this. And I waited way too long to spawn this. So now I gotta go kill this guy. Like I said, rusty. Aren't we all? Then this Gatling gunner. So good. It's alright. We're working on it. But generally, this is actually a good way to like hit a lot of bases in Dynasty. If I can like imagine me just being able to tighten up the way I do this. Oh, okay, I'm going to send this in for these guys because I'm pretty sure they're close to killing this town center, but they could use a boost too. And they're just going to kill it a lot faster. Alright, we lost heavy tank, a plane, mediocre. It's alright. Do I need to advertise this in Discord? Ugh, I don't really like doing that. I don't know. It's either people watch or they don't. That's just my take on it. Alright, I'm trying this comp again. I don't really... Gimme. Alright, give me that. Let's just go. How long is our plane gonna take? I can still... fuck it. Give it to me. There we go. Let's go. So bases like that are possible to hit. Bases like this are even better to hit. So let me see. When I do this, usually what I look for is one spot where I can get most garrisons and like tank depots, which is going to be this top right corner. So you drop your heavy tank, bam, you got 3 things spawned off the bat. Who gives a fuck, right? So then now that I have my planes and my whatchamacallit, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to plane the absolute hurl out of all the stuff that can. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, bam, done. So now, what we got to do is we just drop in. We just kind of go through. We just want to... Go ahead. Do something. You won't. Jerk. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm just going to plane these down. Okay, 1, 2. We should be able to just pop this guy instantly. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Should be able to kill this guy in 2 hits. And then just rally. In that way that they just kind of run a little faster. And now we're just kind of killing these guys here. And they go through walls a lot faster. I'm going to actually go and send the plane in the middle like this. And you'll see why. Everything around is just going to die instantly. Plane this here. A lot of people don't speed rally with this comp. You don't really need to. Oh my god, these are rifles. Dead. Yeah, you don't really need to. Wow. Did they just blow everything up in one shot? Yeah. Just kill everything there. This base was nice. Beautiful. Oh, shoot. I need to drop these now. I always forget to drop these. I gotta drop these early. I'm actually gonna avoid... Playing that. Killed this guy here. Then... I'm gonna drop... Fudge. I actually screwed up. I should have waited for the heavy tanks to come out. And you can just, like, one plane them. See, look at this. Gatling gunner just kills these guys instantly. It's one of the nice things, I think. It's a niche thing to have. It's not like a must-have. But it's very nice. So I'm playing the oil because I have more damage on my planes than I do with anything else. Kill this. 2 planes, that kills that. And then we just finish here. Oh, we don't. Okay, now we do it. Not bad. That was pretty meh. I've wasted too much time. Alright, well, not crown. We're going to do some museum crafting. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I got 55,000 fragments, right? So you build your 5 artifacts, right? That's trash. Trash. Point is, I kind of know what I'm looking for. And if it's not good enough, it's not good enough, right? Then what you do is you actually go through and you upgrade everything one line at a time, right? Have max oil, have max gold, max food. What do I need all this for? And then you just sell. What that does is that you're investing let me see here. You're investing 40 blueprints to sell it for 44. So you're losing 4 blueprints, but you're gaining and keeping even with your artifact fragments. This lets you endlessly craft for the most part because you're losing you're trickling on, you're losing a few fragments here and there, right? But if you ever get a 3-star artifact or 2-star artifacts, you actually come out ahead. So you can literally I think I can start at 55,000 fragments, and 3 hours later I'm still at 54,000 or 55,000 fragments. But it's a lot slower. So you can go through a lot more fragments, and because the name of the game is longevity, you stay out on top. You can also build blueprints this way as well. Bomber damage, trash. That is trash. Trash. It's so crap. Oh, this is trash too. Once again, do it all. If you don't like to don't want to do the 1-star ones, you can just do 2 and 3, but remember that the trick will be more vicious. So I like to just kind of do it all. It requires a lot of discipline too, because you have to try to get the artifact fragments you're looking for. The artifacts you're looking for, so you just gotta, this isn't bad. These are all 3s or something. It'd be nice. For multiplayer, I have a higher policy, so a more strict policy than I do for World War. For World War, if it's all defensive tower hit points, all defensive tower damage, and it's 2 of each stat, and then the 5th stat is whatever, they could all be 1%ers. I'm keeping it because it's so hard to find that. So it's I don't care if it's 1% or 6%. I'm keeping it, right? In multiplayer, when I look for multiplayer ones, I'm way more strict. It's gotta be it's gotta be at least the minimum of all of them are 6, or I can do 2 6s, 3 11s. That would be my minimum cutoff. So bazooka fighter bomber, so it's not bad. Suppose I could roll. I'm gonna be heavy tanking though, so I don't really care. So yeah, this is just boring. Hopefully we find some good ones on stream. Who knows, maybe I get lucky. Oh, baby. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. I'm good with this one. That's not bad. Put an all defensive tower damage on it. Oh, that's good. I'll take 3 out of 4. It's actually not bad. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, we can just take those 2's. Oh no, it's all defensive hit points and damage. Oh shit! So you can actually put towers or damage or hit points as the 3rd stat. I'll take this. Just replace enemy sniper tower hit points, because I don't really give a fuck about that. Defender damage is good. Defender hit points is nice. So we'll just do. I think I'll probably put damage on this one because I think I have a few that are already. That's a keeper. That's pretty trash. Meh. That's trash. Alright, which is the keeper one? It's the trench phone, right? So we're going to avoid the trench phone. Obviously, you can cancel the animation just by clicking away or pressing the button away, whatever. If you're on blue stacks, you click. If you're not, beautiful. I'm pretty sure I didn't upgrade something there. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, this is it. Beautiful. Nice. It's not bad. Shouldn't you warn everyone? I'm not in war yet. I'm preparing for war, though. It's good to prepare. If you have all the artifacts and you're, ready to go, you just start, because I think it's, 8 artifacts for World War, and then you have your 3 legendaries, so you have 11 artifacts. It takes about 40 to 50,000 blueprints for each artifact to get maxed out, and then you're going to need to get another, I think it's 2,800 supplies for each artifact. So yeah, I'm not actually going to be in war anytime soon, just because even though I have these cool artifacts that I've already, got myself a few, I need to get myself 8 that I actually feel good about. Yeah, that's just that's trash. That's trash. So, ask questions. I will be doing museum stuff. In the meantime, this just gets... There's no easy way to do this. You know what I really wish they would do is make tools out there, or make it so that while we're crafting, maybe make it so that you can pick all the artifacts you just crafted, and then you can click a button and upgrade all, and then you can just upgrade all 1 or upgrade all 2 tiers or something like that. 2 levels, 3 levels, whatever, 1 level, and that way you can just upgrade them all in 1 level and then just batch sell them. They could totally make museum a lot easier to craft and stuff. This is not bad, but it's still trash. Bomber hit points. Ooh, that's not bad. Well, actually, it's double air defense damage, which makes me jealous. It's hit points. You could actually take out enemy readout hit points and put enemy tower damage, which isn't bad, because then you get 30% off this one. And then with the other 30, I could be at 65% air defense damage. I don't like the enemy sniper tower damage. That could be enemy tower damage. So I'm going to say no to this one. Because it's it's just not meh. It's meh. Someone else could have that one, though. I gotta be picky about this stuff now. It's close, though. It's good. It's up there. Nope. 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 Do you favor fighter HP or fighter damage in the museum? Depends. I don't know. For World War, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't really know how that goes. I think, literally some of these artifacts, they come with damage or, hit points for World War, and I'm fine. It's got my defensive stats, so that's all I give a shit about. For multiplayer, I think I'm actually going to dial the damage back, because I think there is a way to have too much damage where you're hurting the other stats for your planes. So, if you just, if someone's sitting at, with fighters with, 120% damage, but they only have, 20% hit points, I think you could dial back the damage and give yourself more hit points. Because it's yeah, your planes are strong, but it's they will die very quickly. Lord mercy. Wow. Interesting. Could have rolled all defensive tower hit points on this one. But I don't really like it. It's so meh. Damn it, dude. I get one or two of it's ugh. I hate this. Hey, I got all of them are nice. Fighter, bomber, guerrilla, invading. Oh my god, so shit. Wow, such a crappy one. For World War, I assume most people are probably upgrading fighter damage just because of Filipinos. By the way, I think Filipinos is a little bit too strong. I don't... Then again, it's going to make it hard. It makes it so the planes are just there to help take out certain defenders. So I get the strategy as to why, I guess, Big Huge Games released Filipinos. But at the same time, it's you guys got to, seriously dial that shit back. It's really harmful. I don't know. That's an interesting one. For multiplayer, So here we'll do a little story, right? A little history on my on how I feel about it. Hit points are always going to be good. Hit points allow your planes to stay up in the air longer, right? Back in the day before rebalance, I actually would have a museum where I had insane fighter damage, right? Like, I can't remember the percentage, but it was higher than it is now. And what I would do is when I would raid in like Gold League and below, silver, copper, because you used to drop medals and it actually legitimately got easier, I would put on the full fighter damage ones and go full blast fighter damage. And I would just like one-shot most buildings. It was insane, right? That's the only case in which I think fighter damage is more important than HP, is if you're in times like that where like lower medals actually gave you easier bases, because then you would just overpower them with strong as shit planes that they just couldn't stop you, right? Nowadays, because bases are harder, hit points are hugely important. The only thing I would say is if you're not willing to put hit points on, give yourself a way to like tone down the damage the towers and anti-airs do. So minus anti-air damage on your jewelry. If you're gonna have your jewelry be reserved only for loot, then just go straight for fighter hit points. That's the thing. Fighter damage helps, yes, but with the recon plane in digital age, you can get away with a little bit of fighter damage, honestly. Let's see here. Did I actually already upgrade everything? I did. That's the trench phone, right? Dude, this trench phone is so gorgeous. Oh my god. This one is all defensive tower. So I think for this one, we will do enemy tower hit points and roll that. Because I don't mind anti-tank gun damage and catapult damage. It's fine. It's whatever on this one. I think with this one's not bad either. Like fighter damage, and invading bomber damage, hit points. Tactical helicopter healing. I was thinking about doing is probably going and rolling MRL or tactical heli for something, heavy tank hit points or fighter hit points or something. I haven't figured it. That one's like a meh. It's not the best one. This one's really, really good. Invading bomber damage. We have invading bazooka damage. We're gonna roll invading raider damage for invading bomber hit points because I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm just gonna tell you right now, bombers coming up against my defense base, out of here. So that'll be like just a good one. This one's pretty good. It's like invading bomber hit points, fighter damage. I'm probably gonna roll heavy cavalry damage for heavy tank hit points or damage. The machine gun infantry damage is nice because when I get the Sally ride done, my heavy tanks, when they die, will turn into machine gunners. So the machine gun infantry damage actually helps for that. That's just me thinking ahead. This one's actually not bad either. Invading bomber damage, fighter hit points. We can only run with 2 armors, so we'll figure out which armors we're going to run with. But I'll probably reroll mortar troop hit points for invading bomber hit points. But yeah, some of these are pretty good. This one's not bad. This is like for like if I wanted to attack, whatever. It's not bad. Some of these are kind of meh. These are all kind of like, I'd give them C grade. This one's pretty good. All defensive tower hit points, right? So double hit points. I'll probably run defender. Actually, I haven't figured this one out. I'm either going to do defender damage. Yeah, I'm probably going to do defender damage and just roll that for all defensive tower damage. And just give myself a lot more damage. So it's like, some of these are just like 1%ers. It's hard as fuck to find. This one's not bad. But I really don't know what I would do with double fighter damage on what's a weapon. So I could probably, like, for something like a weapon, I want 3 stats to be something that fits for me. So fighter anything, and then heavy tank anything, and then, so I could do 4 stats, right? Like heavy tank hit points, fighter damage, fighter hit points, whatever. The 5th stat would be something towards defense. So it'd be like invading bomber damage or invading fighter damage, something that can re-roll, because as times progress, bombers may no longer be the end-all be-all. Like, they may not be the king unit, the meta unit to use. So then I'd want it to be so that when I re-roll a stat on a artifact, it would be so that in the future, if let's say transports become king for whatever reason, let's say instead of 3 dropping 3 transport troops, they drop like 10. Let's just say that's the new meta, and fucking everyone's blunt. They're like, oh my god, transports are amazing, right? When that happens, if that happens, I would be able to roll that 5th stat to invading transport hit points, or paratrooper hit points, whatever. So, stuff like that. But like those are just my artifacts right now. These aren't necessarily like the best. They're just stuff that I'm keeping right now, but I know I will find better. Or I'm hoping. I'm hoping to God I find something. Oh, look at this. Heavy tank hit points, fighter hit points. Evading bazooka damage, not bad. I don't like that armor card damage, but you could roll that for something else. Heavy cavalry, it's like 3 out of 5 stats, and it's all mediocre. I'll give up on it. That's trash. That's trash. I was forgetting to tell you about enemy tower damage. Yes. So yeah, I would say for multiplayer, fighter hit points, a little bit of fighter damage if you can get it. It doesn't have to be. Work on that later. And then get yourself some loot, honestly. That's the thing. It's like the all resources looted, that kind of stuff, oil looted. It's just gonna save you time. If you don't get that, you have to do what I do, or what I did, where like for the last 3 weeks that I had vacation, I just spent my like a majority of the time playing this game, and I had to slowly grind the loot. Obviously, I raided in Dynasty League for a lot of it, and it got me the loot fast as shit. Oh my god, so fast. But if you're not, yeah, then just raid a little bit lower where you find a comfortable metal range, and just put that all resources looted stuff on and just go to town. Man, these are just they were so good for a second. Then I talked a lot and then it just dropped. So yeah, it's how that is. 3. So like, let's see here. Can I actually do main hall? All right, so main hall for me, right? So I got like 4, right? So it's like fighter hit points, fighter damage, right? And I re-rolled that fighter damage. I can actually still re-roll that fighter damage for 5% more, so to get 20%. So I'm still missing 5% fighter damage, technically, from this roll, right? I'm missing another 5% from this roll as well. And this one, I actually got really lucky on. It came with heavy tank damage. I'm like, oh my god, are you trying to? Oh my god. So, double hit points, double damage, heavy tank damage. Really nice, right? Good artifact, right? It's like I said, you can roll with loot, or you can do what I did recently, which is this. Enemy tower damage, enemy air defense damage. I really wish that this enemy anti-tank gun hit points was enemy air defense damage, so I could roll another 15-20% right there. And then the enemy anti-tank gun hit points at the bottom, I'm okay with that one being 20%, and helps a little bit, right? Then this one, this one's almost perfect. This one's almost like, oh my god. The oil looted could have been all resources looted. And then the enemy air defense hit points at the bottom could have been enemy tower damage. And it just would have been, like, even with oil looted, it's fine. But with this air defense hit points at the bottom, if it had been tower damage minus, enemy tower damage, it would have been perfect. Oh my god. When I saw these two, I was like, I had to go with these two. So that's why my planes can fly over, not get hurt, and I can just plane bases to death. If I want to trade these out, there are. Let's see here. There are a few that I have. So I have this one right here, which is like all resources looted. I haven't actually really done anything with this one. What I'll probably do is re-roll the enemy anti-tank on hit points for oil looted, and run that, so I can get like 11, 20% oil looted there, and then these all resources looted here, if I max them out, are going to be 20%. That's 40% all resources looted from this, right? And then with the oil looted at 20%, if I re-roll the top part, that's 60% oil. And then I also get minus 20% tower damage. National Trade Good Loot Chance. I could unlock that 5th one to have that. I don't really care. It's not a necessity. It's whatever. So that's one of the good ones that I got. And then I have this one, where these are all 6%ers. And then what I would probably do is re-roll the 4th line for oil looted. So I could run these two for, Like, this is going to be 15-15. That's 30%. Let's see here. 30% all resources looted off 1. I don't know what the other one was. I can't math. 30% plus 40%. That's 70% all resources looted, right? And then that's 15%. That could be 20%, 35. 35 plus another 15. 50%. So I could be running like 120% oil looted and like 70% all resources looted with these two artifacts. So like for me, like, oh, it's lagging. No, is it? Anyways, so I could be running that. So that's why like I haven't really bothered like with this last multiplayer museum event that happened like a month or two ago. I didn't actually worry about the all resources looted ones, because when I calculate these two, I'm actually hitting a point where like I'm satisfied with the results. So if I really wanted to, I could upgrade these. Obviously, this 5th line could be like, I mean, it could literally be fucking anything. It could be like enemy tower damage. I mean, like it's anything, right? So that's that. Let's keep crafting. For legendaries, I'm using this guy. Believe it or not, barracks troop damage, barracks troop hit points helps out transport paratroopers, which is really cool. And then obviously the factory troop damage, factory troop hit points, and airstrip troop damage affects bombers. It affects the paratroopers damage. It affects fighters. It does not affect recon. Maybe it's a visual bug. I don't know. Maybe they should allow it to. I think that's something that I should mention somewhere, that Napoleon's Bighorn hat airstrip troop damage should affect recon, and that's 15%. So like I don't even know, like I think the base for the base is like, it's like 230 or something like that. So 15% of 230 is like, I don't even know what the amount that would be. It's like 35 or something. So 35, like you add 35 to whatever the damage is. It just, I'm just saying, should be, but you know, whatever. So as far as like all resources looted, I can hang with some of the guys out there, but dude, some of those museums out there are nasty. People have like 200% this, and I'm like, I can't even. Like if I maxed out my resources looted ones, yeah, I could get up there, but like I can get to like half of that. I don't think I can get the whole thing, but I haven't really tried to, so did not mean to press that button. Guerrilla damage, heavy tank damage, guerrilla damage, range siege. This is so crap, man. I really like. Oh, makes me cry. So you can grab something like this, not the best by any means, and you could like roll the looted resource refund. I mean, this is just like pretty skimpy and trashy, honestly. And it's not because it's just the values are really low. When you're doing all resources looted, you want as much as you can get. So it's kind of meh. But yeah. So trench found, that's what we want to keep. Oops. It's like, please don't tell me I just asked me if I wanted to re-roll, and by mistake, yeah. I've had that happen where I click the die by mistake and I say yes, and it re-rolls the stat. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me? Give me a second. You actually do. Because this is this is the one I want to keep. This is the one I want to keep. Alright, cool. Whew. This is so trashy. I hate this. Rain Siege, man. This is 2017. This would have been a pretty good one. Not gonna lie. Something I also have been able to done in the past is what I did was I kept a bunch of these like 3-tiered ones, right? And what you do is you hoard them, and you keep them as a backup bank. So what you'll do is like I'll go through like a bunch of fragments, right? Like I went through like I think it was like 10,000-15,000 fragments, and I had like 8 or 9 of these like 3-star ones, right? Or 3-tier ones, right? And then what you do is you like, upgrade them one, right? And then I just held like 8 of them, and I went through and I was like upgrading, and I like burned through fragments, and then I got to like a low amount of fragments, and I just popped all 8, and it gave me like an insane amount of fragments back. So that's another thing you can do, is like kind of have like a little bank, like a little safe amount, you know. So I might actually do that just to just so that like if I'm going through and I like misclick on selling something, I can just, you know, hold those. Let me see here. Like, this is not good. Nope. Damage. Yup. So we'll do that. We'll the reason I say that is because I found these, like the trench phone and the AEF's trench knife. I don't want to by mistake delete these. So what I can do is I can grab these 3-star ones and just like keep them. So like I'll show you here in a second. And that way I know that like I see those 3-star ones, I won't actually like think to you know, I guess upgrade these. Do this, right? And then look, at the end of the line are these guys that are 3-star, right? And that way I won't be like tempted to by mistake delete something that's like you know, one of these good ones, right? That has potential. If I by mistake I see these 3-star ones, I know, okay, don't go past that. I'm saving that for a bank. So there's like little tricks to kind of like, man, this double enemy defender spawn time would have been actually pretty good for the older days, but no longer is. All defensive tower hit points. All of it's trash. 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 There you go. Watching me burn frags. So in museum and World Wars, yeah, it's literally museum versus museum. Like, I'm gonna say that skill has a long way to like has become something that's also really powerful. Look at Lucid Project. So like he's gone through a lot of phases where he's kind of tightened up his strategy, and he's been very consistent as far as like how he plays and how he progresses. Right. Museum. Give a guy like that a strong museum, and that dude can kill any base. Give him like a museum that's tailored to counter like some disgusting ass like defensive base, and he will just take it down. Because it's like when you get to that person's kind of like level, when you get to his level, you can just like, you know, you're just so good at like what you're like attacking and how you see World War bases, that like a museum to back you up just makes you stand out even more. So it's like, so Derek can just like, you give him a strong museum, like a strong offensive museum, and that's it, it's over. So it's a lot of like, yeah, museum will win you, but it's also you have to have the skill to back it up, because these tough bases require really high-end museums to take down, but also some sort of skill. Bombers, you know, that whole meta right now that we're going through with bombers being strong, I love seeing it, but it's like, it does kind of get a little old after a while. It's like, okay, I get it, they're strong, you know. So kind of wish we would go back to a time where all troops are like useful, not just bombers and stuff. But like, I want to see I would love to see this game go back into a meta where defender spawn time actually matters and is actually more, you know, prevalent. Evading guerrilla hit points. Evading bomber hit points. Better damage to weapon. I don't really like it. Yeah, I don't really like it. One thing I would say for a lot of you guys is to not feel bad about other people's museums. Like, let's say you go into a world war and you see some museum out there that's like jacked up. And by the way, so I'm getting 600 off of each of these, right? So it's 1,800. 52 plus 1,800 would put me at 54,000. So I'm at 54,000. Why is defender spawn time less important now? Because all it is bombers. That's all people are using. So you just take a bomber, like I think it's like what, 4 Vickers troop cards, right? And you take like, I've seen some people do like 4 Vickers. Like 4 Vickers is standard. That's like the high premium stuff, right? So like elephant archers used to be like premium. Now it's Vickers, all right? So you take 4 Vickers, you can do either 4 bombers, you can do 3 bombers and a recon, or you can do like any mixture of whatever you want. And so what you do, like the strat that like Ares does, is you take sabotage, you take I don't know if they go decoy and they decoy. I think they might decoy stronghold, they might decoy like fort and all that stuff first. I don't remember entirely their strat. You grab like a heavy tank and like generals and stuff, you put them in the corner. They like draw all the defenders out that you decoyed. I think it's one strat doing it. You know, let them kill everything, and then you just bomb the shit out of everything while, you know, using sabotage. And because like it's like people are like all the defensive bases right now, all you do is you go all defensive tower hit points, you jack that through the roof, and then you have all defensive tower damage, jack that through the roof. That's all it is. So it used to be defender spawn because of like, you know, because back in the day with like, rifles, and you'd have bazookas and like assault rally and stuff. But since bombers have been the most strong way of killing like the most, I don't know how to say it, like the most common way, I guess, then it's just nothing else really beats that. And also they nerfed assault rally even more, so you're not going to want to take like, you know, like a good old group of like APCs and like howitzers or whatever and MRLs and bazookas and stuff. Like some people still do that kind of stuff, which is cool, but it's mostly for bombers. It's the most thing. That's crap. That's even worse. This one makes me cry. No, he's just so bad. That's the problem with this, is it takes a long time to get something good. I went through a week and a half of doing this every day for 2 hours. Didn't get shit. I did get a lot of blueprints, which helped me max some of the other stuff out, but so yeah. Sure, but outside the leaderboard, people don't take premium cards in war much, so spawn still matters at down-to-earth levels. I don't know. All I've been in is I've heard from players that play in the top 100. It's just that enemy to... So here's the thing, right? The two ones that will always matter, Arya, no matter what, or like where you are, is all defensive tower hit points and damage. And the crazy thing is in like, dude, like I'll give an example like this. In any game that involves you shooting a gun or something like that, like any video game out there, and you can mod stuff, the most popular like stats are damage and multi-shot, right? Because you can put more damage on the bullets and you can make the bullets multiply as you're shooting them, right? So you're taking your damage and skyrocketing it, right? In this game, and it's like what I've seen from all the metas that we've been through is all defensive tower hit points, all defensive tower damage has always been up there. And then in past metas, defender spawn has been good too. Defender spawn comes in 3rd place, but like right now it's honestly more like 5th place. And there's nothing in 3rd place or 4th place. That's just all it is right now. So yeah, maybe in lower alliances people can go defender spawn time, but like if you can grab your defensive buildings and give them insane hit points and damage, like it just sucks for whoever's attacking you. So that's the one thing. And then the other thing is oh Lord, I'm gonna screw this up, I feel like. I think it was that offensive boosts get capped. Is I think how it goes. Like if you're trying to boost, like let's say the damage of like bazookas or something, they'll cap it. I think is how that works. Oh god, I could totally be off my game on this one, but I know that defensive stats don't cap. So I do know that for sure. And I saw an argue like some thread somewhere where some people were saying that like offensive stats cap. Oh, Sirloin, help me with this one. I think I'm wrong. I don't know. I'd see this is like unknown territory for me because I'm talking about World War and I'm not known for World War. So it's like but I think that's how that works. Offensive stats cap, but defensive stats don't cap. So And that's like the I think that's if that statement is true, then there's a problem there where if defensive stats don't cap, then that's kind of like a problem. All right, this is a trashy one. Man. All right, let's see here. Let's keep going. I want to say that's true, but I don't know. I think it's all off. Yeah, some offensive ones cap. I can't remember. And then someone made a good point about it's like if you were to grab, let's say, a bazooka as a baseline can two-shot a tower, right? Or let's say it can one-shot a tower, right? If you were to put, like, let's say you were to do 100% tower hit points, right? That bazooka would be able to two-shot that tower, right? Two-shot or three shots, right? But if you do minus 100% bazooka damage, that bazooka is going to take like 10 shots to take the tower down. So there's something to be said about doing, like, you know, investing in specifically like hit points of a tower versus specifically nerfing the damage of like one troop, right? Now, obviously, all defensive tower hit points and damage covers all defensive tower hit, all of them. And then this is why people will focus on like invading bomber damage or invading fighter damage or invading bazooka damage, and they have museums that they'll rotate out. So like if they go up against an alliance, which is like, this is kind of why like having information on alliances actually matters, is if you go into like an alliance where you're like, oh, these guys are all like heavy tank attackers, you might take your museum that's like minus like fighter damage, and like minus heavy tank hit points or something like that, and just like really make them suffer. So I've seen stuff like that where people like play mind games with each other. They mind game the shit out of each other. Some dude has a really good base, and he's like, I think I'm gonna put on my anti like commando, museum, or my anti bazooka APC whatever museum, and it's like the person attacks them with like heavy tanks, and they're like, oh fuck. So it's a mind game. It's really fun to watch. Yeah. But all defensive hit points, tower hit points, and tower damage will always be the common, thing. So look, we've already amassed 5 of these. Nice. 6. I have seen 3 3-stars is the most I've... No, actually 4 3-stars is the most I've ever gotten in one, like, in a rotation of 5. I've heard of people getting 5, and that's like, dude, you're rolling. You're lucky as hell. So, that is that. I'll save this one here. So, but like I said, like for World War, for the most part, I'm just building it just to have fun, really, but I'm not trying to compete. I really think they need to fix the rankings and like how, and like make it, make the top 100 competitive again for me to be interested in. I think a lot of people support that idea as well, just because right now it's cool if you get to the top 100. It's it's going to be a victory for your alliance for sure, but it's also not as competitive as it used to be. Like, in a way, to not be mean to certain people who've made it to the top 100, but if they had tried to make it to the top 100 a few years ago with the same squad they have now, most teams probably wouldn't be in the top 100, because in 2017, it was still competitive as hell. Like, United Allies was up there. First Dynasty had a really strong team. Korean Army had like 3 or 4 different clans that were just all up there. Ares was pretty strong. There's Russian teams and German teams that were strong as shit. I think Russian Wolves, or there's a Russian team, I forget. There's also a French team that was kicking ass up there. USA Elite was kind of like up there, but like they were like within, like, they've always been in the same like place, but they were like, they could handle top 10s, but like that's all it was. It was just like some really good teams. So right now, I guess my biggest grief with this game is that it seems like climbing medals in multiplayer doesn't matter. World War ranking it's just a mess. It's just a big mess. The troop cards and like the whole aspect of the game being pay to win and all that. I get they gotta make money, but it's like it feels like it's just
it's just ruining the game for the average player. It's just what it feels like, and there's just like a lot of the cheating thing too. I don't really talk about that on this channel much just because it's not something that I want to, I don't want to be the voice for that. I get it. I report it when I can, but I don't like to advertise that I reported it or anything like that. I just let them take care of it, right? I get it. We got to voice our concerns about that, but it's like the bigger issue I feel like besides cheating and like bugs and stuff is just like the way that they've set this game up right now is just kind of it doesn't feel like it's very rewarding for the average player. And so meaning fighter damage. So I play just to have fun. I still enjoy aspects of this game and still want to kind of learn a few things before I quit for real, but it's one of those things where I have no drive to want to accomplish the things I once did when I was really into it in the last few years. So let's see, that's what 7 of them, so 7 times it's 4,200, so we would be at 55,500-ish fragments if I sold all these real quick, and then I would gain quite a bit of blueprints. So I think it's 660 blueprints times 7. 600 times 7 is 4,200. 6 times 7 is 420. So 4,200. This would be like 4,700, almost 5,000 blueprints. So keep collecting, keep going. That's trash. So yeah. I am not entirely sure if Alright, we're going to go hit some bases because I'm actually getting bored of this one. Like I said, it's fun to do this, but true about the average player, most of us get paid monthly. Yep. So it's just like, I wish that this game was I wish the decisions that were made to monetize on this game were different so that the average people who are not spending still have a chance. Because right now, it's hard. I've played on a few accounts, right, that people recently bought or purchased or were given to them, had 0 museum, and trying to raid with those museums or with those museum-less accounts. Like one guy had a museum. An account in like I think Digital Age. It's one of Derek's accounts called DNS has like really good. I mean like it's like if I max out my artifacts that have all resources looted, I'd actually hit his like what he's got, and I could literally get away just by hitting all Cold War bases because I would get like insane, like, pretty good loot. Like I get like hitting a base with 4,000 oil would be like 12,000 oil. It's just like what it ended up being, right? So it was nice. I could go slow with it, but the problem was that you couldn't really hit too high with it. Like I couldn't hit an Empire League with it. I couldn't hit. I literally sat in like I think it was 2,400 medals. And I just sat between 2,400 and 2,500 the entire time. It was just like, wow, this is so bad. So museums become this thing where it forces you to invest, which is great. You gotta spend money on the game or like invest time into the game. But the problem is that like it's not very beginner friendly. And the problem with that is then how are you supposed to get new players into the game and help them out if museums become the way it is, right? Same thing with World War. You got these guys out there who spend a ton of money, which when you spend, you should get a reward and you should get like some sort of premium reward above everybody else. So I'm not saying you can't spend, or I'm not angry at these guys for spending. I'm okay they spend. I really am. But it almost seems like the amount of like reward they're actually getting from spending outweighs, like it super outweighs like what everyone else is at. That's why I feel like right now in the game, when alliances go to war, you might have 2 alliances set up and do like a fair war. But I feel like most alliances, they see something like Ares or something like that, and they're like, we're not even gonna try it. And it's like that's a problem. It's not a problem on the player. I think it's a problem on like the game needs to kind of give some balance to offense again. Make it so that people actually can attack some of these tougher bases and actually have a chance of succeeding. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna give. All right, let me think here. That's 1, 2. I don't want to do it there because then that'll spawn. Let's do top corner. Screw it. Okay, we're going to do right here like this. And we're going to 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, before we go, we're going to blow up all the, we're going to kill off all the, I'm going to miss QV and I don't give a shit. I really don't care. All right. Good. Speed rally is nice. We got British rifles here. We're going to plane them down. We're going to do this real quick here. Should have actually sent the recon in a little bit deeper. It's fine. Oh, no. I wasn't paying attention. Man, this comp, tell you, keeps me on my toes. It keeps me on my toes. I think we killed off what we could here. So, I would say that if you feel like, you know, you can't compete with some of these World War stuff, just, it's fine. Like, I would say this. If they could undo a museum, I would actually be fine giving up my multiplayer museum just to make the game more even. I really would be. Just because it's just not fair for a lot of people. It's a cool thing that they added, but it's turned into this whole other thing. You gotta give people hope is what you gotta give them. I feel like most people right now are probably just giving up. It sucks. It really is. It's museums really. You know what? Actually, would even the playing field out if you made it easier. Actually, since the museum's gonna be in for a while, make it easier to farm museum supplies and blueprints. Make it easier, and not easier where we gotta pay money to do it. Like give us like, I don't know. Like when you know what'd be great is attach that to like a league thing. Like once you get to like Empire League, you can gain like 10 blueprints and like. You can gain 5 supplies per, like, successful victory. Like, something like that would be pretty good, actually. Or, I don't know, don't tie it to the leagues. Make it so that everyone can access it. I don't know, give it to, I don't know if I can know. Tie it to every league. Who cares? You know? Put it in something. Maybe we can have a, I don't know. There's many ways you can do this. Like, ideas. Like, I'm thinking, like, I've seen games where they do things like they'll have like we have university leaders, right? So some games might have like certain leaders that give benefits, and let's say if you go and like sign up to be with like a leader, they can give you a list of tasks. If you get this list of tasks, they'll give you a reward, and the reward might be like blueprints and supplies. So let's say it's like a daily thing, right? So you get on the game, and that like lets people play more often, right? Let's say one of the tasks is destroy like 5-star 30 bases today. You 5-star 30 bases today, and it gives you like 1,500 supplies or 1,000 supplies, and it gives you like 3,000 blueprints or something like that. I don't know. That's an insane amount. Probably unthinkable. Probably something they would never do. But think about that, right? And then it's like, or you could do leader number 2. And if you do like, let's say whatever leader number 2's like requirements are like it'd be like, I don't know what this feature would be called, and I don't know what these leaders would represent. Maybe it's like some thing, just some feature, right? You can do like leader 2. It's like donate, donate 500 like troops to allies. So you donate 500 troops, and it's like, okay, for the rest of the day you have 10% increased training time or decreased training time. And then leader 3 might be like, oh my god, I'm making this up right now. You could do like, loot X amount of resources. You do that, boom. And it's like for the rest of the day, enjoy 10% extra loot, looted. Something, right? And it's just like you could like do these like maybe not like daily, but making, weekly things or whatever. But that way it's like people have like that'd be one way you could maybe if they do it daily, like have these like ways where you can like daily gain supplies and blueprints, and it makes it easier to actually like do this. Like I know they have they have supply sales and blueprint sales, but it's like the average player does not actually take advantage of those sales because it costs money for something that should be museum. I agree is long term, but right now I feel like we're being squeezed on the amount, like the ways to create really good, strong artifacts. And I feel like museum, having been out for almost a year and a half now, or I guess over a year now, they really need to go ahead and start looking at ways to make it so that everyone benefits. Yes, these guys who spend on these like $250 like US dollar artifacts, they should always be on top. Yes, but right now, like, it's just so hard to get blueprints and like and all that stuff. It's just so hard. They need to make it so that there's ways that we can, like maybe we meet some sort of goals, and like we could have goals where it's personal goals, and we could have alliance goals, and like it's like every week if you guys meet your alliance goals, we all benefit by getting 1,000 blueprints. Like that'd be fucking sick. So they just need to go in and like really look at that. It's I think that really need to go in into they're not going to remove museum, because removing something that people put so much money and effort and time into would actually make people quit. So what you do is you make that feature more accessible to everyone. So if they make it so that good museum sets are more accessible to everyone, that'd be great. What would be really cool is, God, this is like super out there. I don't actually know if they would actually agree with this. Maybe making it so that you can actually... Oh, lordy. I know games that do this. I don't know if DomiNations could actually support this or would support this. This is such a brainstormy idea. I don't even think it'll make it into the live game ever. But where you can create an artifact. So there are games out there, right? I play a game called Path of Exile. And with Path, they actually have a really in-depth crafting thing, right? And you have gear pieces, you have armor, whatever. And they have stats. But like what it is like some people want to have certain like stats on a piece of gear, right? And they want to have certain like ways to like variables to change the gear, right? So what they'll do is they'll go to the crafting bench and they'll pay like a certain amount of like a set like price for like resources to get a certain like to get a guaranteed bonus on there, right? Imagine if DomiNations had something where like a feature like that where it's like, okay, you pay like, oh God, I'm totally making this up. Give us 1,000 supplies and we'll guarantee 2 fighter damage stats on this artifact. You pay 1,500 supplies and we'll guarantee, or 2,000 supplies and we'll guarantee 3 fighter stats. It could be fighter damage, fighter hit points. So you do that, you create the artifact, boom, bam. Now you make it so that you give people a way to farm, like to, get supplies a little bit easier, and you still have your sales. And in that way people can can create their own artifacts. And it's just like, you give them like, don't do something where it's like 4, like you pay like 5,000 supplies and you get 4 guaranteed. No, that's just too much. Do 2 or 3. 2 stats that are guaranteed or 3 stats that are guaranteed. That's what you want to leave it at. Bam. Do that. People start getting really good museums, and then give them a way to farm blueprints that's not going through the museum. Give them a way to do it through multiplayer, and give them a way to do supplies should probably just stay in the the dock, but increase the amount. So like 30 is the lowest I'll get. No, dude, make it like 50. And then like 70, oh God, 178 is the highest. No, make that like 350. And that way people can actually farm these fragments and these supplies and these blueprints. And that would be really good. Still have your sales. Don't stop your sales. People are still going to exceed more than others. Give them an opportunity to do so. Feed your developers, feed your team, but also let it so that more people can have it accessible to them. Oh my God, this would be such a great feature. Okay, let me set a training blessing here, because that would be great. So yeah, that would be fantastic. Just think outside the box of ways that won't hurt your bottom line, but that'll make museum more impactful for the people who don't want to spend. Because you do that, you actually develop a more competitive scene, because you're making it like a lot easier for people to rack up their bonuses and try out different stats. And then you'll make it so that and then what you do after that is, once you make museum more accessible, you go in and restructure the top 100 or reset glory or something and make it so that it's competitive again. I don't know. Reset glory probably is too harsh. Maybe do like a soft reset. One thing I've thought about is doing leagues in World War. So like top 100 would be like Dynasty League, and you just have top 100 only fight top 100, and maybe set like a basic like parameter like top 100 is only 30v wars. So you're only going to do 30v wars. You cannot change it. This is just top 100 rules. Everything goes, this, that, and the other, and just monitor it. Make sure that there's no cheaters. If a team is cheating, kick them out. If because like the only top 100 will only face top 100. If a team goes like, let's say 2 days without searching for a war, and they don't get a war, they decay glory extremely. That way you kind of give them 48 whatever 36 hours to kind of like find a war, but they just can't be top 100 and sit up there not doing anything. They have to be constantly warring, and that way you make it more competitive, and you grab the decay and you make that decay disgusting. So it's like in 3 days, if you haven't searched for a war, or you haven't like gotten a war or something like that, maybe not gotten a war but searched for a war and like kept the search on, you start decaying like 500 glory a day, like something nasty. So it's like, wow, like 500 glory is enough to like get you all kicked out of the top 100 or something, like, just so it's like you don't have like campers up there like, oh, we have our alliance with like one person in it and we're just sitting up here in the top 100. It's like, no, you gotta make it actually matter. And then with people having really good museums and stuff like that, you start monitoring the cheating that's going on. Keep monitoring that. That's something you never stop doing, really. And then you get to a point where like a year and a half from now, the game's actually like thriving again. It's succeeding, because right now we're being squeezed out of resources for this museum thing that not everyone can get their hands on. And it's just like only the rich can survive. It's just not going to be, it's not going to work for the long term. It really isn't. So that's me, guys. Can I get this heavy tank done? I want this heavy tank to be done. Hurry up. 50 seconds. All right, we're gonna watch some attacks then. I'm gonna show you some a really cool. Actually, I don't know if I find it because I did it earlier. I hit Lewd Dog from Gypsies. Oh crap! I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. Sahara. This guy, he attacked my base. He got like 1 star, I think, or 2 stars. He took all this oil, like 25,000 oil or something. So I went through and I revenged him. I sent everything. Not like, I mean, I dropped everything, but not like all at once. I was thinking about dropping my generals and just being like real rude about it, but I was like, it's okay. It's whatever. Look at this, dude. 2 space age Samps pop up. And I have a air superiority blessing, gives me, I'm sitting at like 26,000 like hit points, and it just doesn't even kill that one plane, dude. He must have been mad, like, what the fuck is going on? This guy has insane hit points. For multiplayer, I think it would be cool to help some players out in multiplayer, is to give us another like jewelry slot, another armor slot, another defensive slot. And then maybe do that later for World War, when people's museums start to get more developed. Because I feel like that's the biggest problem right now, is people's museums are just kind of like lacking. So also, if I am to offer any more brainstorming ideas, one idea that would be really, really, really good is to let us keep each other accountable, right? So if I'm talking to, like, if a dev is sitting in front of me, ask me, hey, what's an idea besides the stuff you just mentioned that we could do to improve the game? I would say, hey, make it so that we can actually view, and like when I'm scouting a base for World War with whatever, like with a museum they have on, I can click on like a defensive building, click information, and it pulls up the information. So like all the coalitions, all their museum stats stacked up to show me like what the hit points are. That way I can go and say, okay, His mortar's dealing 5,000 damage. That's crazy. I have 150% all defensive tower damage, and my mortar's only dealing like 650 damage. How is this dealing 5,000 damage? That's insane. And it's just like, then I can go and say, hey, is this a visual bug or not? You guys look into it more. Wow, this guy's actually cheating. Bam, done. Because right now it's all speculative like information. Like you can go into a attack and go, that guy's stuff seemed to hit way harder than it did. If you actually had a way for us to keep each other accountable by looking at stats and like going, that's just how players can like keep each other on the even playing field. If you don't do that, it's just you're gonna have a lot of these problems where it's like, you know, this report of that happened. Okay, well, let's look into it. Make it so that we can actually like, you know, have a reliable way to keep track of each other. Jumi. So yeah. Won't see this, will he? I don't know. I don't actually know. I saw the play. I saw the when I revenged him. I was like, "How? This name looks familiar." I was like, "Is this guy from Angry Crooks?" I'm like, "I think he's from Angry Crooks." I hit the base. And I'm like, "Oh, it's Energy. Oh shit, I know this guy. I was in the same alliance with him. Oh shit, I didn't know." And I was like, you know what? Screw the negative feelings. I feel like the sad feelings about it. I'm gonna and next time I see someone that I know from an alliance, like I'm gonna start checking for real now. I'm gonna just hit them and not give a fuck. Like I'm just gonna be like, okay, done. Let's see here. For this space is actually really cool because I've hit this guy before. Let me see. He's got 1, 2. Where are the garrisons? Oh, here they are. Okay, so we're gonna go up here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop right here, and then I'm gonna plane the shit out of all this here. Oh, we're just gonna do it like this. Kill them all. All the garrisons just going down. Yeah, took it all out. Okay, so now what we can do is we can start going like this. This bottom right corner is free. So now what you want to do is you want to drop in right here, and then you want to just take out all this shit here, and then this is gone. You just take it all out. This is what your Lord and Savior Recon plane lets you do. Don't forget to speed rally. And there you go. Oh, there's a rifle there. Oh, I died. Cool. And now it's over, so we just drop the goon squad here. Drop it here. Give these bazookas a hand. Make some noise over here. Should probably drop whatchamacallit here. I need to kill this with like, oh, he doesn't have it. Oh, that's right. This guy doesn't have any sort of like research on. It's okay. So I'm gonna pop this over here. You can see how fast this stuff dies here. And just bam, died. And then you just kind of, the heavy tank's going to kill the town center, which is fine. And it's over. There you go. What do you think about that? About those ideas there, Sirloin? Imagine if we could get museum, like, supplies and blueprints a lot faster. Maybe also fragments. I think fragments, like making it rating, like focus is cool. But like museum's been out long enough now where it's like it really needs to get to a point where it's more accessible to everyone. Like I get when museum first released, you make it so that it's really hard to get blueprints and supplies, sure. But like this like running, dock stuff for like supplies and stuff like that, that's taking away from building your base up. That's taking away from potentially like making yourself stronger, right? Because you're trying to like get these supplies to like throw into like, you need 2,800 supplies to go from a level 1 to a level 5 whatchamacallit, is it tier? I don't know what the hell you call these. I don't even know what they're called. Let me see. Yeah, I guess tiers, stars, whatever. Level 1 to level 5 star, like, artifact. So 2,800 supplies, right? So if you're not going to spend money, that's going to be, like, a month of sending, like, you know, bunch of, expeditions. So they need to increase how much supplies you're getting from expeditions. It'd be really nice to have a feature in the game where, like, you know, you can actually get this stuff faster. It would make it so that everyone's museum, after like a year after they introduce this feature, would be at a point where people are very satisfied, and they can go into battle and enjoy the game more, because then you can get supplies and blueprints from, like, you can get to give us, like, it would be nice to have options, like you can get supplies from, like, some games I know they'll do like Path of Exiles, for one example. Like, you can get this X amount of resources from this place and that place and that place and that place. If you want to farm another resource that you can trade for the resource you need, you can farm it from here, here, here. You have many options of getting the stuff that you need, right? So imagine if DomiNations had it like, okay, you can do expeditions. We'll get you whatchamacallit. We'll get you supplies. Let's say they introduce some feature where you can get to, like, you get to talk to some sort of leaders, and you do some jobs for them, and they give you that as a reward. You can get it from daily rewards, you can get it from league bonus, something, season rewards, something, right? VIP store is just like, I get what they're trying to do, but it's like, what the fuck is this based off of? You know, like, is it how much money you've spent? You know, like, I don't understand how VIP store works, And then the other thing is, like some of these, like, VIP stuff, to, like, get more points, you have to spend, like, thousands of dollars to get, like, 1 or 2 VIP levels. It's like, no one's going to do that. Like, I get VIP is fresh, and you're trying to make the most monetary gain from it, but at a certain point, like, something that these developers don't seem to be understanding is that, like, you need to make this stuff accessible to everyone. Because if you make it accessible to only the whales, then everyone else stops playing or stops caring, because it's not fair. So it's like, if you're going to design something, make it so that everyone can actually benefit from it well enough, you know, and then whatever. So it's like, it just it blows my mind. It's so frustrating. It really is. So frustrating. All right, keep going. Yeah, it's not even like, Tin's just the messenger, okay? So he might be relaying the message to the people that need to know, but the people that need to know, it's not saying that they're lazy, they're not doing anything. They might be brainstorming ideas to keep the kind of income that they have coming in, like, to keep coming in, or to go in a certain direction with the game, sure. But it's like, we just need more ways to make things like museum, things like VIP store, more accessible to everyone. You know what? VIP store, you can keep it as a, like, paid thing, but just set it up so that we actually get better benefit. Like, 40 points after spending $70 US dollars. Who the fuck is gonna, like, it makes no sense. It makes zero fucking sense. But I'm not gonna want to do that. Fuck that shit. I'm good. Like, and it's not just because I said I'm not gonna do it that therefore no one's gonna do it. But, like, you ask the majority of players, it's just like, they just don't want to, like, this is a game that's fun for them. Yes, they're going to spend to have some nice, fun stuff to speed some stuff up, but, like, you're asking them to spend, not only to speed their base up and their universities up, right, and some troops that they want, but you're also asking them to invest money to, and we're talking about, like, breadcrumbs, to get VIP points, to get museum stuff. Like, it's just too much right now. I get you want to monetize a game, but you also need to, like, make it accessible to people, like, to everyone, you know? It's just, it's so frustrating, man. Like, you know, that's something I would say to them in a call and be like, you guys, your game is in the top, like, 300 on the Google Play Store. There are games that over time, yes, because your game came out in 2015, are better and, like, they reach a certain type of audience. But this game, this genre, like, you're competing with Supercell, which is doing phenomenal, by the way. And you're competing with some of these other games, like, they've got, I think it's Supercell's, like, the biggest competitor, right? But it's like Supercell is just taking, like, a lot of the younger age kids, and they're taking some of the, like, the middle age kids. You know, some of the kids are, like, in high school, whatever. And then this game is like, what are you just targeting like the older group? Okay, but like, you know, you got, I don't know. Some of the stuff is just like statistics that I probably don't have information on. I probably shouldn't be talking on because I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying. The point is, they can do better. That's all I'm saying. So, and honestly, if you're listening, if you could just take a few cool ideas from a game like Clash of Clans and put them into your game, do it. Why? I know you guys are like, oh, our mission is that we want to be different than those games. It is 2020. At some point, you have to fucking adapt. I'm not saying go put a global chat in this game. That's probably be more toxic than anything. But give us the ability to, like, when we're in World War, scout another person's base. We can click and see stats. We can hold each other accountable. Give us a way to, you know, nations, rebalance nations. How has that not been talked about yet? We're gonna attack this base. I don't care. I'm talking way too much. Rebalance stuff. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this heavy tank to drag out a little bit because the anti-tank gun's right there. Bam, got it. Okay, we're gonna do. Oh god, if I fuck this up. Okay, let's be safe here. Yeah, we got Sam's here. Good. Okay, here we go. This guy have rifles in there? Yeah, someone sent this guy rifles. That's cute. That's super cute. Oh, come on, kill it. Nice. Okay, now we drop our Zooks. Oh, wait. That's not what I wanted to do. It's fine. Let's drop. Okay, let's do this and then help these guys out. So yeah, it's just I think for World War, to sum it up, people want people want it to be more balanced. So giving us ways to actually farm museum without it being without spending money, or like I'm doing right here, going into the museum and trying to make it happen. It needs to be more ways to make it fair for everyone, not just the. Are they still blowing it up? I'm about to say, you guys are slow. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. So, there's that. And honestly, some of these sales you guys are doing are super insane. Like, you know what DomiNations could probably benefit from? Just throwing this out there is a subscription plan, all right? And with really good, do a subscription plan where you have you can have a copper, a silver, and a gold tier, right? So copper, you could pay like $5 a month. Silver, you could pay like $7.50 a month, and then gold, you could pay like $10 a month. And you get and just have it stacked up where you get I guess that's technically what they're doing with a VIP store. I mean, it's not a subscription plan, but it's based off how much you spend. But if you do the $5 plan, you could do something like $5 plan. You get I don't know. You can get 10% extra loot. Nah, this is like VIP. I'm just making ideas. I don't even know what I'm I guess I don't know. That would be a way you could monetize on the game, but give us really good benefits for it. And that way, because everyone can afford $5, most people can afford $5 a month, right? if you just list like a crap ton of like good research, like things that they can get, like let's say 5% extra like training time, you can do. You can now, you can now start collecting supplies and blueprints from raiding, right? You can get like 10 supplies and 10 blueprints from 5-starring or something like that. Or screw it, you know what? Add supplies and blueprints to the DomiNations bonus or something. Just throw it in there, right? You can, and then the $7.50 one is like the everything from the $5 one goes up like 20% or something like that, and then the $10 one you get all the premium shit. It's just, I don't know. Subscription plan will probably keep you, and if you get really really good like benefits, people would actually be like, yeah, I'd spend $10 for that every month. That's really cool. Just make it so that like people could do that. Just like I'm giving you ways. Hello, hey, what's up? Random stuff. We're just having a nice little rating session here. And I'm going back to crafting, so we can do some crafting. Keeping that. That's trash. These are. You get to go fast. If I'm going too fast for you guys, it's like, I'm sorry. It just, I'm so used to doing this a certain way where I don't like to spend a lot of time crafting for stuff. So. Wow. Bazooka damage, bomber damage to me. If I'm gonna do something like that, I want 4. It's only 3. Damn, I read that as double. Okay, that's a tease right there. That one's a tease. And also with giving us ways to get supplies and stuff like that, also increase the chances of us getting like, I don't know, like increase the chances of 6%ers and 11%ers for at least multiplayer stats, so people can at least get their multiplayer museums going. Just make it a little easier. Like right now, it's a little bit difficult. Oh, jeez. If only players got paid monthly. No, wait a minute. Yeah, right. I'm not even advocating for like streamers to get like sponsorships. Like I could really care less about that. What I would really want, and I'm not sucking up to you people when I say this. I'm being serious when I say this. All I want is this game, like the paid features that are currently in the game, to be accessible to people. So my vision would be, like I said, a year from now, where everyone's museum is like pretty damn good, where wars are more about experimenting with different museums and really pinpointing what kind of museums are best for what stuff, and then that drives more and talk about strategy, and it gets people excited and want to be around and really want to like look toward what's happening, rather than right now where they're like, oh, if you want this, it's behind a giant fucking paywall. If you don't pay it, well, it's okay because we don't really care. And stop. Museum's been out long enough. Just make it accessible for people. That's all I really would. Ooh, look at this one. Guerrilla damage, invading raider hit points, which we would reroll. Invading fighter hit points. Oh, it's a weapon. It's a weapon. I don't know. I think I have better weapons up there. Yeah, I think I have better ones. Alright, give me a second. We should have a training blessing. I'm gonna go back to heavy tanks. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to heavy tanks. Like I said, I raid with the Zook infiltrator comp sometimes, but it's not like an everyday thing. Okay. That one, it's trash. That one's meh. Nope. Nope. Fighter hit points, bomber hit points. Nope. Still trash. Nope. Welcome to crafting, guys. It's boring as hell. It's utterly boring. Okay, so I'm sitting at 50,000 fragments. So imagine if it was like a create an artifact, right? Station. I go and create an artifact. I pay, let's say it'll say 10,000 fragments. You pay, I don't know, 500 supplies, and then it costs you benefactors and the researchers, right? 500, like let's say 1,000 supplies, 500 benefactors, 500. I don't know. I'm throwing out numbers, right? I can get 3 stats that I want. 3 would be a really good number. That's a solid number because you can re-roll a 4th one, and then the 5th one is just whatever. Let's say that's a premium route, right? If you get it to like where you can do 2 stats, you can re-roll the 3rd one and at least get a decent artifact, right? So I go in and I say, okay, I want a jewelry. Okay. The other thing is clean up the jewelry, like loot, like the I don't know, whatever. We'll talk about that later because that's actually a little bit more nitpicky. But you could just go in there and go to jewelry, say I want a jewelry. All right, it charges you a little bit, whatever it charges you, and then you just roll. You say I want 2. Let's say you go to the premium route. I want 3 fighter hit points, and that's it. You roll. It gives you fighter damage 1%, fighter damage 6%, fighter hit points 11%. Then the next 2 stats are like, let's say it's like national trade good loot chance, whatever, and then it's like heavy tank hit points. And you're like, oh shit, I like this. This is really good, right? Then what you can do is you can pay like, let's say you could pay like let's say you pay like 1,000 crowns, and what it'll do is it'll randomize numbers. So you pay 1,000 crowns and it'll randomize numbers. So you press or like you pay like maybe not crowns, maybe it's like you pay like 1,000 blueprints and it randomizes the numbers. So you press 1,000 blueprints, you click, goes in there, and then it's like the 1% fighter hit point fighter damage becomes a 6%, but the 6% fighter damage becomes a 1%, and then the fighter hit points goes up to 11%, the heavy tank hit points goes up to 11%, and then whatever that other stat is whatever, right? And you're like, okay, I can keep doing this over and over, and it re-rolls the stats, right? So it just changes the stats, right? And then what you're doing is, okay, I'm going to re-roll that 5th stat, and you make that like fighter hit points, right? 1%, re-roll the stats again, or whatever. And then you just do that so you can create your own artifact, right? And you actually spend resources to do it. But if they're going to make it so you spend resources, you have to actually be able to farm those resources in-game. So, like, if it's going to do, like, re-rolling stats, you know what you could do is make it cost oil. Make it cost, like, 100,000 oil or something. No, I don't know. Maybe, like, 50,000 oil to re-roll stats. So you can go farm oil, re-roll stats, and just do it all day or do crowns or something. Make it so that it's actually, like, a way people make artifacts. It would be so good if people could do that. And, like, the thing is, you allow people to create their own artifacts in a way, kind of like, it's still randomized, right? But they can kind of do it. And then what you do is, let's see here. Whenever you guys do those museum sales or those museum events, if people craft their own artifacts during those events, they have a higher chance of all the stats being 11%, or 6% and 11%, right? And that's what you do. The other thing is when you create an artifact, you can also, let's say, put in more resources to make it a 1, 2, or 3 tier off the bat, right? Or if you want it fully unlocked, you pay like, some other fee. That way people can just go out and like, let's say, to get it fully unlocked, let's say you pay 10,000 crowns. 10,000 crowns, you throw it down, it's fully unlocked, right? And then you just roll your own stats. You can grow your museum. You can re-roll one stat, right? Or maybe you take the re-roll option out because they're creating their own artifacts. Whatever. You can actually, I think leaving the re-roll stat in there makes it, nicer, because then people can have better artifacts they can get. And then instead of just making it as hard as fuck it is right now, you give people a way to actually, man, I'm telling you, the ways this game could be so improved. Ugh, I'm telling you right now. Just like, oh, Lord mercy. Oh, Lord mercy. And don't obviously, like I said, like if you want all 5 tiers unlocked, it's like 10k crowns. Maybe crowns isn't the right resource. Maybe it's a mixture of things or whatever. But that would be so cool. Oh, all right. I've talked enough about this. I think you guys are bored of hearing my ideas about this game. I think I'm bored of hearing it. I really don't have much to do except just museum. So if you guys just want to watch me shut up and just do museum, then that's cool. If you have questions, whatever, ask away. But Bonnet and Bay, or B, sorry, who was that? No idea. I'm not sure I understand that reference. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Please give us the ability to, to have stats. I'd love to see how many bases I've hit in my career, DomiNations, how much loot I've gotten total. Having just a never-ending stats thing, like a stats information that I can just look at and see. How many of this I've gotten, how many of that. Fighter damage. Man. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm getting 6,000 fragments from this if I sell them all, which puts me at 55,000. So I've been crafting and I have not lost any fragments. And yep, this is the never-ending way. Wow, all these 3 stars are coming out. Finally. Fighter hit points. Yeah, it's the only. It's meh. It's actually pretty crap, actually. Fighter damage, gorilla damage, evading fighter hit points. You could reroll either machine gun or gorilla damage, but it's all 1%ers, and it's like not even. I wish if that gorilla damage, if they were both hit points, and this would be good for. I could use this for not gonna be keeping that. This is so boring. Oh, I hate this. I need some music now. So let's get some music on. Oh, please don't copyright me. It probably will. It'll probably content ID me. That's what I'll do. Oh, man. Thank you all for joining and checking out the stream so far. Do apologize if there's any lack of strategy. I really don't really have... Oh, my God. I don't have much to talk about for strategy. I feel like I've posted a bazillion videos talking about strategy you guys probably all very well know. So, right now I'm just doing museum. Gotta keep trucking along. I really do wish it wasn't this hard, but it is. It's so bad. Alright, well, I guess I'll keep going. Yeah, no, I'm just making it sound like it's a really... It really is. It's boring. This is super boring. Guys, you're better off doing this, watching Netflix or something. I'll tell you, it's the best thing ever. Because I'll sit there and watch Netflix, and then, like, I'll put the iPad down for, like, 5 minutes, watch a whole segment, or, like, 10 minutes. When something intense is happening, pick it back up and keep going. And it's just like, yeah, it's whatever. It's just... If you're running out of resources, just go raid, hit 4 bases, and then come back to it again. Fighter hit points, fighter hit points. Hey, there you go. You could do enemy defender spawn time is fine, and then you could roll general hit points and just do enemy defender spawn time. You could do gorilla hit points, and there you go. You got a starter for the what's it called? Commando rating. There you go. That's not bad. This is a decent one. It's not the best, not even by far, but it's a good start of one. I'll keep it, because why not? Wow. No. All enemy defensive. Oh my god, I cry every time. Makes me cry every time. Yeah, it makes me cry. Makes me cry. Well, that goes by. So it says at 48,000, but technically I'm probably like at close to like 54,000, 55,000 with the 3 stars I'm hoarding. Like I said, just hoarding them because why not? I've already got collections, so might as well keep going. But yeah. 11:17 a.m. Well, there we go. Just keep crafting. Crafting our butts off. This is... Man, this whole museum thing could have been more... Could have been just done a little better. It's just a... Like, walls and stuff are a grind, sure. But this whole museum thing, like this, like just sitting here and just doing this to get more supplies and stuff is just like... Not really playing the game. I'm just sitting here. Oh my god, frustrating, guys, frustrating. Still not good. Because enemy, like, ugh. Trooper, heavy tank, invading this, that's right now, it's trash. Oh my god. Trash. Trashy Chan. No. Oh, another cool idea that I've heard. Actually, I brought this up to someone, and they're like, that would be interesting, is having ranked and unranked World War. Could you imagine that? So it's like you could do unranked World War, right? Actually, I don't know how that would work, because then you'd still have a problem where if, let's say, you get, like, number 1 team is Ares, right? And in ranked World War, they're number 1. Let's say they swap to unranked, where it's just normal. Their ranked would have to start decaying after a few days in order for ranked and unranked to be a feature. Because then if not, they would just sit in unranked and just be number 1 all day until the next team that could bypass them. So you'd have to, if you were to do ranked and unranked, it's just like you'd have to have it where if they're not searching for ranked wars, you know, like twice a week or something like that. Or something else like that, or something like, you know, every so often that they get bumped down. So yeah, stuff like that would be cool, but would have to be done well. So features like that would have to be done extremely well. It's just not worth it. It just isn't worth it. Man, oh man. Bomber hit points, double bomber hit points. Oh god, God bless. I mean, it's not bad, but there's only 2 stats I want on there, so it's like not even worth. No. I can't say I'm interested. Oh, is that the Oh lordy. This is so bad. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna get out and start knocking some bases down. First of all, $295? Jeez, dude, that's high. And then the other thing is that he's got so much gold on this. Holy crap. Go ahead and pop it. I'm ready. Okay, let's go for it. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to blow this guy up here. I don't know about that one. Oh, actually, it was good because it hit this. Okay. Alright, I wasn't sure if it hit this bunker or not. That's actually not bad. Come on, boys. Just blow it up. It's right there. I'm writing. Probably gonna pick. I'm gonna use that instantly. Dead. Okay, well, that's cool too. Do your thing. Kill it. Wow, this base actually gave me a run for my money. Not even gonna lie. Wait, what the heck do we have left? Oh, of course. And I lost a heavy tank there at the end. Makes me cry. No, it doesn't. I don't love you guys. You guys are the worst, most pathetic tanks in the world. You run around, you act like children. You walk past anti-tank guns all the fucking time. It's like you're whoever's driving you, or if you're pilotless, it's like your systems are compromised 24/7. And then it's like if like 90% of your like tank, the tank is sitting inside of a heal, it doesn't heal. And it's just like, wow, these tanks are so pathetic. So yeah, one of you dying, I don't care. Yeah, you gotta treat these guys with tough love. March of the Elephants. Okay. God, this VIP point should be like plus 100, honestly. This should be plus 50. This should like, oh my god, they're tricking. Oh my god, this is a huge ripoff. Ugh, I'm so upset about this. What's this give you? Earn quick victory stars, plus 5. Wow. $15 for an elephant stable. I'm not a little bad. Anyways. Wait, signal flares cost oil to upgrade? Do they really? I have no idea. I've never upgraded one. Wow. That's interesting. How much do they cost to like drop down? Oh, it's oil. Holy crap! I never knew. I mean, I knew this was oil, but all right, we'll go back to it. Meh, meh, meh. 3-star, meh. Wow, wow. APC MRL damage with like fighter damage. Not bad. It's a cute one. Better believe I'm selling that one. That is not worth keeping. Lord mercy. No. Can we get something good here? Oh my god. I'm selling my soul to the devil here. That's what's happening. Wow. I just rolled the fourth one. So like, but they're all 1%ers. Wow, not bad. Heavy tank hit points, bomber damage. Yeah, it's so trash. Well, we got 2 3-stars on that one, so I'm not complaining. Okay. I am not complaining about any of this. Another 3-star. There, dude. If any of you guys are out there in crafting and you're wondering where all the 3-stars are going, I do apologize. It appears to be my day to get 3-stars. Oh my god. Dude, this game, what it's gonna do is just gonna eventually. Ooh, what the hell? Heavy tank hit points, heavy bomber damage. Oh my Jesus. Holy shit. Alright, we'll re-roll invading paratrooper damage for. I don't even know. Something. No, I'll keep that. That's pretty good. Oh my god. Wait, really? It wants to make sure I'm still here. Well, okay. Wow, we're keeping that one. It's pretty good. Stats are like not bad. I mean, it's just the percentages are pretty meh. So, but I've gotten to a point where it's like I'm not complaining about any of that now. I'm gonna sell these two for sure. Well, I don't even know. Is it this? No, it's this one right here, right? There we go. This is so trash. Oh. Oh my god. You know what's gonna happen is people are just gonna like start. You're gonna find out where I live and come and knife me, kill me. You're the one taking all my 3 stars, motherfucker. You're the one. You shouldn't exist. I'm gonna just have that. It's not my fault. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, it's like 3-star every like other batch, which is not. I'm sorry, it's not fair to you guys. Oh my god, look at this shit. Oh, it's. Oh, I thought it was gorilla hit points double. No, it's okay. I misread that. Never mind. This is pretty garbage then. Invading heavy tank down. Oh. No, this one. No. So bad. Oh lordy. Honestly, should just put some Netflix on now and just go for it. This one's not bad. Not bad at all. But it's not the best, so probably sell this one as well. Wow, I'm at 158 oil. Wow, the amount of oil I've dumped. It's alright, I'm not really doing anything with the oil, so it doesn't matter. Fighter hit points, bazooka damage. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. There it is. For space reasons, I'm going to just take like... I'm going to take a few of these out. Yep. Take one more. Thank you. Alright. Well, there you go. Let's see here. I still got an insane amount. I should probably just get rid of them. Let me just hold on to like 6. And I'll sell everything else but 6. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, I'll hold on to 6. Yep. Okay. I can do that. Well, I'm back at like 52,000. I'm just gonna hold on to 6. That's insane. It's all trash. Alright, thanks again, everyone, for watching to this point. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just call it for the day. I'll probably maybe stream later on tonight. But, this has been fun. Giving ideas. Playing a little bit. And let me get this batch here done. And we will call that a stream. It's been fun. It's been entertaining. I enjoy it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this.